Well, hello, 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 everybody. How's my radical friends? Hey, headers first, y'all. Y'all, that's the American way of saying it. We say you all, okay? Um, Georgette is second. Um, Roxy, hey, Susan, good to see you. And Eliza's going, yeah, I watched JBT's live, Eliza. I know exactly what you mean, honey. Let me tell you. Okay. Get down here. Funny. Got up this morning. It had hit 100. Hasn't hit 100 yet. Okay. I can't believe the Tavern is going live tonight. Oh, the Tavern is going live tonight. Oh, that's cool. That's awesome. I'm just going to put in a couple of hours here and I'm going to get off. And surely the Tavern will be going live different time because we're in different time schedules, obviously. Hey, Kuba Gamer. I'm sorry to say. I meant to say hello to you as well. Um, so hey everybody coming in, how y'all doing? You know, a lot has been done on YouTube lately. If you have people saying this, that, everything. Saying what they like to say, and they can say it. At the end of the day, does it make it true? Probably not. Well, definitely not. Um, I'm not gonna really hit on any subjects. I just thought I'd come on for a couple of hours because the English team are in the European Union or the European football tonight. So I was gonna come on after it, but I don't know. I just decided to come on now before I take any more medication. Anyways, hard life being a woman, let me tell you. Hard life being anyone, to be quite honest. At this day and age, I got to the point where I was not gonna even come on at all. Really, I wasn't gonna come on. But I thought, you know what? Why not? You know, why not? So it's a big deal over here in the UK. It's football basically. And if the heat is actually really warm. It's for the UK. It's warm over here, but I know it's not even hitting the US temperatures. It wouldn't be anywhere like that. But it's a big kind of deal because the UK team, or shall I say, let me correct myself now a minute. The English team got into the European finals in the football, which is an amazing big deal here in the UK. Okay, um, I have a habit of saying the UK because I don't come from the UK. Just want to make that straight up and say it up straight up. So I always referred it to the UK. If someone said to me, "Where are you from?" Ireland. Or who are you? Where are you from? I'm Irish. That kind of way. But a lot of people. I mean, I had some people in here the last time I went live, and they pulled me on the fact that I said the word UK, which is not a stretch really when you think of it, because I'm reaching out to the American audience, and I guess all the American people class this country maybe as the UK as well. I'm not sure, or maybe England. So it's Georgette, we are having a category 5 heat wave. We are having to see types. Oh my God. Really, Hannah? Wow. That's crazy. That is crazy. I wasn't going to come on. Hey, no hobby. How are you doing, lovely? Good evening, Susan. It's been so quiet around here tonight. Yeah, around the YouTube streets, it's pretty quiet. New hobby. Are you getting good weather where you're at? Because I don't really know what part of the UK you're in. But I do know we're like, yeah, I checked my phone and it's like 22, 23 degrees. I thought it was only 20, but it's really nice. No, you getting crap weather? Oh my God, is it raining or what? It's really good here, honestly. It's running a lot of cups myself until after beginning of August now. Oh wow. Oh, really? It's like winter there? Oh my God. It's like pure summer here. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, the weather here is, we're up at like 23 degrees, but it feels a hell of a lot. It feels a hell of a lot hotter. I will put it that way. Um, it's so cold here. People are putting the heating on. I am. Oh, really? Oh, you're in Lincolnshire? Oh, wow. Okay. I'm in Devon, obviously. Wow. That's crazy. You're putting your heatings on, and where's that? We're trying to cool down. That's crazy. I mean, it is. I guess global warming eat your heart out. 1 second. Let me mute for 1 minute. I need to cough. Don't want to cough down the microphone now, do we? Like some people. We can never win, Susan, with the weather in this country. Honest to God, it's like Cyprus out there. It really is. It's really warm. It's dead heat, no wind, no nothing, roasting hot. So I'm here melting my brains up because our homes are built to keep the heat in and not to leave it out, right? I've all the windows open. You wouldn't even think they were even open, to be quite honest, but they are. They are. Yeah, I'm amazed about that. I mean, wow, you're in Lincolnshire and the weather's crap. Well, hey Dre, how you doing, lovely? The most radical Dre. I love the way all you changed your names in here the other night. That was amazing to see that. I love that. Now, we want to hit on a few subjects here and there because, people are a little bit confused in a few things, okay? All right, when I started out my channel, I started out with a PTSD Susan Bennett channel because I did that because I have PTSD, and that's the reason I named the channel that. Um, so what I did was I got I think it was at least 5 subscribers, and I said to them, make me up a new name so I don't have to do this PTSD thing because I don't want to do it, blah blah blah. And you know who actually came up with the my channel name? It was actually Hairbag. So we all wrote down different names, and it was the Let's Talk with Susan Bennett one what stood out the most to me. Um, and Purple Phoenix thinks that I'm going to take those lives and release them to her. Well, I don't think so, Purple. That's not going to happen. You want you do me a favor, Purple, first, right? With your Mean Girls channel, which you've changed to the Round Table now, you have a lot of lives on there, don't you, sweetheart? You have a lot of lives on there when you tore people apart, don't you? So yeah, Purple, you were not the first person in my channel. It was Queen of the Underground. I wrenched up. It was Canadian Girl. I wrenched up 2 moderators. Um, and I tell you exactly how I got subscribers. I'll tell you exactly how. This is easy, and I hope Jenna takes this on board when she listens back on this. Um, if you look back, Heidi did have a channel back then, and funny enough, I think it was on the Glitz and Glam channel. They showed things of Heidi and me and them up there on the panel. Well, what happened was Heidi decided to make amends with me and invite me over, and it was me and Shorty almost met our channels almost spontaneously, near around the same time. Maybe maybe a month differently or something like that. Something like that. Yeah. You have a good memory. Yeah, of course I will. Yeah, I remember exactly. And I used to have Heidi on my panel the whole time. And Heidi was on my panel before she even met Purple. Okay? Now, if I got to open up those lives and she turns along and says I'm a liar, she's going to be sorry about that one. I privatized all those lives because I don't have a PTSD channel anymore. and it was under a PTSD channel. Um, so yeah, Heidi and Karen and Kim from Colorado. There was lots of people. There was lots. Same people who were going into. There you go, Eliza. All right, I'm spilling the truth now, aren't I, girl? I telling the truth now, girl? Yeah, I am. Because I have all those lives. It's easy. I don't understand why it even is an issue who was first. Seriously. No, it's not about who was first, Roxy Love. It's about Purple making a statement, okay, saying that she was here for me. And no, she was not. Sorry. She tried to say I wrenched up Queen Nessie and, let me think, who else? Hopey Dopey. No, that's not true either. I had two moderators at that point because I didn't see the point of giving out any more wrenches because my channel was really small. It was really small. Um, and it was Heidi who promoted my channel from Heidi's channel. And I got Vintage and I got all those people from there. Let's be real about things. I mean, come on now. Perps, do you not realize that? Do you not realize I have all that stuff? And I've been looking through it actually. I've been looking into it. So yeah, so no, Purple, you weren't the one who promoted my channel. It was actually Heidi who did that. At that time, me and Heidi had a falling out, and she decided to give me what she called another chance, which Heidi said even herself, Susan never did anything wrong to me. And Heather may remember, if Heather's in here, she may remember we all used to go to Heidi's channel at one point. We all did. We were all on panel. Vintage was on panel. Kim from it wasn't Kim from Colorado. It was Kim from another state, more or less. Um, but it was still the same Kim. I we had we had so many people up there. I mean, it was crazy. You know. So for her to say that she promoted my channel, no, she did not. I followed this channel before I even knew Perfectly existed. Yes, thank you, Magpie, 100%. Let me highlight your thing there. You know that, honey. Hold on. Um, I followed this channel even before I knew Purple existed. Even eventually, someone told me to check out her game night. Yeah, it was under Purple Nights, right? And it was boring. It got to the point that I was asked a few times to go to game night, and I said, no, I ain't doing that because I just felt that game night was too boring for me. So when we get down to the bottom line, Purple, you did not promote my channel and you didn't do that. It was actually Heidi who done that, okay? And it was my two moderators at that particular time. And if Canadian Girl comes in there, she will testify to this. I taught Canadian Girl how to time out people. Canadian Girl hadn't a clue how to use a wrench. And I taught her how to do all that stuff. And, let's fit because I hear you all talking about the different things, right? And I just want to put the puzzles in place right now, before they make it out to be something else what it really isn't. Because I listened to last night and then I listened to JBT. The Tavern did the best game nights. Oh, yeah, they did. And, mm, yep. Do you ever go to the East End for plays? Some of those are very good. No, I don't go to the East End. If you're talking about the East End of London, I'm not down London right now. I'm in Devon, so yeah. Um, So let's be real for a few minutes. I mean, if they want to call it out, I mean, I heard it being called out last night, and by the way, I never cause. Let me see, can I do the voice? I like doing people's voices actually, and I do it for fun because I have a character. I just love doing that shit. I did Six Ups laugh. I'll try to do Buckeye Mamas. It's gonna be very hard for me to do that because, as you can hear, I'm not congested. Okay. It's fucking as lame as shit, man. Look, come back to me in September. Maybe I might have a chest infection then. I'll probably be able to do a lot better. But let me tell you, I mean, this girl is congested the fuck. She needs a bottle of tea. I don't know. She needs a cough bottle and all that shit. But that's just me saying that. And then she's up there, and then she's like all the time preaching this, preaching that, preaching everything she can preach. She did the same here. She literally did the very goddamn same here. Okay, she. I mean, I'm getting right. Okay, I mean, I can't even do it correctly because you know what? I'm not congested. I'm feeling really good right now. Um, Come back to me when I'm congested. I'll probably do a good job on that. I know Six Up wanted me to do it. And no, I did not call Six Up a bitch. Never did. And Six Up even pointed that out, and which she knew I never said. I never said that at all. That's a bit screwed up in its own mind, don't you think? For someone to say that I called someone a bitch when I never did. I mean, come on now. I thought Six Up actually thought the way I took off for fun, our laugh was funny. I mean, well, fair play to her. She's a sense of humor. You know what I mean? Um, it's gross. She doesn't even mute. But see, when I came on here when I was congested, I mean, you'd have a better chance of me getting a congested laugh at that point. I say I'm going to mute. Hold on. I know people. I'm aware people have earsets in. I'm going to mute. Because there's nothing more disgusting than hear someone almost cough up a goddamn lung, and you gotta listen to that, right? And I would be always saying, "Look, I'm a bit congested. Let me mute. I'm gonna cough. Let me mute. I'm gonna cough." Right? Because that's when I wasn't 100% well. Okay. But anyways, we're not looking for brown and pints on that at all. We're not looking for brown and pints on that at all. Not at all. But I want the truth to be known. That's the simple thing is the truth needs to be known. Where did this channel grow from? It's the same channel as a PTSD channel, but I just changed the name. Simple as. Yeah, I do have all the PTSD stuff. Yes, I did privatize them. Do you know why I privatized them? One reason and one reason only. Because it was no longer a PTSD channel. And Purple, girl, please, because you know what? I spent quite a few hours last night looking back on those lives because you know I can go into YouTube studios and look at the lives without even posting the damn things. Um, mm, hmm, where's Eliza? I'm doing the hmm. Okay, it was Heidi who promoted my PTSD channel at the time, and I would say Justin for All as well. Justin for All had a hand in promoting my channel too. So, things that make you go, okay. And there she is there saying she promoted my channel. When she got her Nightbot, believe me, she fell out with me at that point. She did not put me into her Nightbot. I was never on her Nightbot. And I beg her to bring proof on because I can guarantee you right now, she never promoted my channel in her Nightbot. Yes, I know at the time when she got the Nightbot, she did promote a lot of channels, but I can guarantee you she never did mine. Heidi was the one suggesting you change the channel name. No, actually, it wasn't. Actually, it was Hopey Dopey. Oh, read Heather's comment. Hold on. Let me get back. Let me get back. Canadian girl. Thank you for coming in. Hold on, Susan. Please remember you are arguing with Jamie. Hun. I'm not going to be in here all day. I'm going to be in and out. Uh, Well, please. I'm not arguing with Jamie. I have no argument with that boy, the man at all. I don't even hardly know him. I don't care about him. I don't know about him. He can, like people said last night. I mean, he'll put you on a spot, and you gotta understand that man was paid to do what he did to me. You gotta understand that too. You know. So Canadian girl, can I refresh your memory, honey? Um, when I first opened my channel, you remember we had no one in chat, and we had Queen of the Underground, and we had you as a moderator, and I taught you how to use your wrench. And then what happened was Heidi invited us over to go to her channel, which is true. I guarantee you it's true. Heidi invited us to go to her channel, and that's when my channel started growing that bit more. I think it is very unfair for Susan to follow Jamie's rule. I ain't following Jamie's rules for nobody. Let me tell you that now. Yes, I did have Hopey Dopey on the channel. Yes, I did have her up there. That is very true as well because I look back at my old lives. Well, Canadian girl, you can attest to this. It was Queen of the Underground, and it was actually you who had moderators. Hey, Sierra, how you doing, my sweetheart? It was Canadian girl and Queen of the Underground. I actually modded up first, and it was Heidi who had a channel before me who helped me get subscribers at that point. So yeah, and Justin for all as well, actually. And if you look back, you'll see a lot of Justin. I didn't even say a word about Purple when I asked Susan a question about her part in the context. I went over. Oh my God, hope I mentioned Susan and her actions and nothing to do with purple. Well, thank you, Jamie. I appreciate that. I'm speaking about something else right now. Jamie, if you want the link, you can come up here, no problem. Did I ask Susan not to speak on purple? No, never. Jimmy, you can't tell me what to do anyways. It's not and I'm not arguing with you at the same time. Jamie, don't get me wrong. Well, I knew you would come in here because this is the first live I've done since you tore shreds out of me verbally. But I'll get over that. I'm a strong Irish person, so that doesn't really matter to me so much. Who cares? It's disgusting. What you do? Yeah. Well, I have a lot of people in here who think differently. So we Jimmy, we weren't even talking about you. To be quite honest, we were talking about who had helped me build my channel way back in the year 2000 and God knows that what year. 2020 22. Yeah, it was Heidi. It was Heidi. I was with Vintage in Heidi's channel. I was with Kim from she wasn't in Colorado. She was in Texas, I do believe. So yeah, there were so many things. I have all the videos, guys. I never deleted them. What I did was I privatized them because I changed the channel's name. I don't lie. I don't scam. I don't. No, look, there's no one saying that, Jamie, about you at all. Don't anyone anymore stop putting words in my mouth, chat on this channel. LOL. Your characters like you are manipulating Susan. I literally just watched the chat. I do. Jimmy, do you want a link? Because I find it hard to communicate with a person when they're in the chat and it's just words like you said before. Um, it's just words. When someone's doing that. You know, I am pointing out the God's honest truth on the fact of how this channel even became where it became. To be quite honest. I don't make the rules here, Jimmy. Yeah, well, look, if he wants a link, I'll gladly give him a link. No problem. Not a problem. I'm not going to be staying on too long. Now, Jamie, did I say that? Did I say that? See here, Jamie, you're talking with the chat right now. You're not talking with me. So just I don't want you running over there saying, I'm being called an abuser in the chat. I'm asking you, do you want a link? It's hard to. Hey, Daniel, how are you doing, my friend? So it's hard to understand when messages are some. Yeah, it is. That's why I prefer if someone has something really important to say to me, I'd rather them speak to me on the platform. I have an overlay. I don't need to ask him turn on his camera or do this, that, or anything else. I don't need that. Doesn't matter to me. People are calling him an abuser. Well, Okay, I'm gonna put you on a little bit of a block right now because I don't know who you are. So I knew he would come in. What the minute I hit the live button, I knew he would come in. And I'm so glad the tavern's going live tonight. I really am. I am so looking forward to listening in to them guys. You've got Shorty and all those up there. And these people know. These people were with me through thick and thin, you know what I mean? And New Hobby, which would have been lovely jobby back in time, remembers a lot. Susan, they're good people. She is here. Okay, well, unblock them then. You got a wrench. But I was told they're someone else. Just I don't want anyone in here who does not want to be here. Well, I've been told it was someone else, but I I have no proof of that. Can please someone check out who that account belongs to? Jamie has zero power unless you give it to him. Well, he ain't getting any more off me. If he don't want to come up, okay, he wants a link. Okay. See, yeah, no, I'm not asking you to demand a link, Jamie. I'm asking you to talk to me if you want to talk to me. If you don't, that's fine. It really is. I'll drop a link for you. I don't have anything, bad. But I think a lot of people are steering Jamie in the wrong way. And I just think it's just absolutely ridiculous. I do genuinely believe I like to see the good in everybody. I genuinely do, and I don't know if it's that's my major downfall in my life. Maybe it is. It probably is. Because I kept getting warned about that kind of shit. But I always like to give the person a chance. Always. Hey, Jen.
Hello. So yeah, I actually have no issue with anything that you've said personally. I think that you're being steered in a direction that's manipulative. I think that people in your chat are making assumptions on things that I've said to you, and I want to clear something up.
Mm-hmm.
I've never told you anything when it comes to purple. I've never told you what you could talk about and what you couldn't talk about. I would never try and do something like that. The only thing that I said is don't lie, don't scam, don't manipulate, and that's it. Past that, I don't give a flying fuck what anybody does on this platform, provided they don't really fuck with anybody else's life.
Well, Jamie, there's no one scamming on here, to be honest. I don't have no PayPals or Cash Apps or any of that crap. I mean, if someone wants to send me a super sticker, great. If they don't, fine. You know what I mean? If they want to buy a membership, great. That's awesome. YouTube are allowing us to give out like at least 10 memberships per day. Anyways, um, you know,
Yeah, but the things that I'm getting at are simple, like the
Jamie,
assumptions that
I do
people
believe
are
you were
drawing.
told. I do believe you were told something on else's chat, and I just, it kind of bothers me, and it would bother a person like me, obviously, right? You said you seen the back of my ID. Would you want to see the front?
What are you talking about?
Okay, you were in someone else's chat, right? They said I was in the Boy Scouts, which is non-existent in the Republic of Ireland. Okay,
I never said the word Boy Scouts. I said that you
no,
were in
you
something
didn't,
that's
but someone else
comparable
did.
to ROTC. Well,
Yeah.
that's on them. I'm not here to
Okay.
speak on them and what
Let
they
me
say. I don't really care what they say.
yeah, let me get this right. Let me see. Can I don't want to be on camera because I'm in my night clothes, and there's a reason for that. Um, let me get there that little bit. There you go. There's a proper Irish ID card. You have my number. See, you have private 31st Engineer Convoy Southern Brigade. That means Limerick. If
Right.
you want to look me up, can you see my number there? My actual serial number. And you
Yeah,
see on
I've
the
already
top
looked it
it
up.
says the Reserve Defense Forces. Okay. Now
Right.
forget my hair because I was young back then. I thought blonde would suit me. Well, it didn't. We all make mistakes, right?
I'm trying to figure out what any of this is leading to.
Okay. If you don't know what it's leading to, you were in a certain person's channel, and they said that a person who came up on your panel or up on someone else's panel said that I was this, that, and everything else. Not on your panel, no, Jamie, right? Not on yours at all. It was a different chat. It was a different panel. I don't know how you ended over there because they're not but fucking liars, to be quite honest. But but I would like you to take that number. I will, if you want to write it down, I will give it you 36 50 58. Look it up, Southern Brigade in Limerick. Look for the records on me, you will find them. Okay.
Susan, this isn't something that I drew into question. Like, there's no issue with anything that you've said about being in that particular sector of armed forces. It's comparable to ROTC. It's training. It's not battlefield.
No, it's only the Reserve Defense Force, and at the time, I mean, if you look at the time I joined on that one, that was in
I'm
the year
trying to figure out what
2011.
issue. I'm trying to figure out what issue you have with something that I've said.
No, it's not what you said. It was something that someone else said in a different panel you were on.
Well, don't you think that you should take that up with them and not me? Like, that's not. I don't go to other people with what other people say. You know what I'm saying? Like, I take it to the source. I'm trying to figure out where the disconnect here is.
I just want you to look it up and check it out because
I've
I
already done it.
am like two taps away from even getting my. I have lost my discharge papers because I moved so much, and it's very easy to get, but it's going to probably cost me 30, 40 pounds to get them. Because I don't live in the Republic of Ireland anymore. I live in the UK, so you know, but that's just one thing, okay? I mean, someone lies about something like that. I mean, I know what I'm talking about, and I'm trying to spell it out to you in a weird way, but it was not on your panel, Jamie. Just think back whose panel
No,
you were on.
I
It
know
was
what you're
a guys,
talking
it was
about.
a guys panel, and you had a female up there who talked a bunch of shit about me, which is very untrue. And the only reason they said that is because they fucking can't stand me with a heartbeat.
I know exactly the panel that you're talking about me, but at the
Right.
end of the day, if somebody else has something to say about you, I'm not like I'm not that individual.
No, look, we got a troll in here. Oh, well, yeah, you can fuck off too. Hold on. Just give me a minute. Delete this motherfucker. Get the
Here,
fuck out.
let me address the
Sorry.
chat. So as far as Radical Roxy goes, Radical Roxy, if you have an issue with anything that I do, you obviously have a YouTube channel. Utilize it. If you want to go over my content, you have full fucking permission for me to go over my content. I won't strike it. I don't strike people that use my content. So if you'd like to draw a couple of conclusions and draw a following on opposition of what I do here on YouTube, feel free to do so. Does not matter to me, does not concern me, doesn't make a fuck all of a difference in what I'm going to do here.
Um, I'm sorry.
Nobody needs my permission. Okay, try and do it without my permission. See how that works
Well,
out
who
for
the
you.
hell are they?
I won't get into the specifics of it, but see how that
Right.
works out for you. If I
Ignore the
want to
chat.
be a dick, I can.
Like you said, Jamie, to you, when I was on yours, ignore the chat, okay?
Georgetta, like real quick. Well, this is the problem that I have is the chat guides content creators down a road. Okay. And unless you're pretty like hip to different tactics that people use, you're going to be led astray. And what I have to say to the chat is this: if anybody here has an issue with what I do, pick up your cross and follow whatever the fuck you want. It doesn't matter what you choose to do on this platform. Everybody's sitting around here and throwing shit in the air and talking shit about other people, trying to help other people grow as individuals. It doesn't matter. If you want to help other people, go do it. Start a channel, start a fucking outreach program, and start doing it. But if you want to throw shade at me and you're sitting around on your fucking fat asses doing nothing, then just get over yourself. And Dirty Rejects Archive, like, I don't give a fuck if you're scared of me or not. You saying that implies to me that obviously you have to solidify yourself and you're insecure. And once
Did you
again,
not
not
hear
my
what
problem.
Trump said today? No, I didn't hear what Trump said, but I heard that he almost got unalived. I will put it that way. So yeah, I've been watching now. I've been watching that over in AB's actually because I am a moderator for AB, and I do get on with a lot of people on the country of having my own channel. I don't know what he said today. I have no clue. I gotta watch that, because I know AB is running it right now. When it comes to me in purple, I don't think Jamie. There's going to be
I
any
don't give a fuck what you say
I
about
know
purple.
what
That's
you're trying to do, and it was a
between you
good,
guys.
in a weird way, it was a good thing you were trying to do. I understand it, but I'm sorry, but I listened to her last night, and she said, "I care about I care about Jamie and all that, but it's not gonna happen. I'm not gonna make friends with them." Da da da.
Oh,
And
dude, I like
know?
Susan, I don't care if you guys are ever friends. That was not my intent. I'm not here to build fucking bridges with people. I don't care what you guys do with each other. The only thing that I was concerned with was you specifically. The questions that I asked and the answers that I got, I was fully happy with what took place because it was a moment of healing. It was a moment of clarity. Taking your own weight was the most important thing that I wanted to draw in other people's minds. That's a consistent baseline for what I try and do here. It has nothing to do with like personal interactions. Like that might be a parameter of some lives that I do, but for the most part, I don't care what other people do with one another. What I want people to do is take accountability for them and what they do.
Well, I take a
That's it.
responsibility to a hell of a lot what I do, and I care a hell of a lot of my subscribers. I really do. I mean, they know that I've been with them for quite some time, and I care a hell of a lot. And it would be wrong to say that I don't. I mean, they know that. I mean, is everyone perfect all the time? No,
No, no, hell no.
no.
Definitely not.
If you're going to
Look at
ask
what
me,
they
am I
did to the only
perfect all
perfect
the time?
man that ever existed.
I'm yet to meet that perfect person, to be quite honest. I really am.
Doesn't
It ain't
exist.
going to happen.
All we can do is learn a pattern, trying to take up for what's right, and when we're wrong, admit it. That's it. That's all we can expect from each other. Mistakes are always going to happen, and sometimes consistent mistakes are going to happen. The only thing that matters is when somebody brings up like, "Hey, you're doing something wrong." The content of someone's character will show when they admit when they're wrong and say, "Hey, you know what? I was wrong, and I'm going to take a look at that." That's all I'm trying to do
100%.
here.
I've done that for quite some time. People know that. People know I took accountability for the stupidness I did.
Right.
At the time, I probably shouldn't have even made a channel because at the time I was in with a mental health group. I should not have probably done a channel at that point. But now that I'm a much stronger person and I've done all my stuff, I'm a different. You understand what
I
I'm
I per no, I know exactly, and what you're
I think
saying,
differently.
I understand exactly what you're saying, and what you just said is only slightly wrong. The fact that you said that you shouldn't have started a channel. No, you absolutely should have started a channel. You should always try something and fucking, build yourself. You make mistakes, you make up for the mistakes. You learn
Mhm.
through the process. But to limit your processing, that's very detrimental. To say I shouldn't do this because I'm not at a specific time frame or a specific moment in my life, fuck that. Do everything. Make many mistakes, but learn from them and become better. Past that, that's just fucking life, man. But don't limit yourself. Continue doing what you're doing. Continue the channel. Continue growing as an individual. Just when you're wrong, just admit it and build from it. There's nothing wrong with that.
That is not a false ID card. I gave you the. You can. I hope you screenshotted that because it has illuminated. Forget the hair. The hair is. Yeah, we all thought we want to be blonde at one point, but guess what? It didn't really work out for me, to be quite honest. And that wasn't even that
It's like a 90s thing, honestly.
right.
Yeah, that
It
was
did
in the
not work. No,
90s.
seriously, I always wanted to be because I'm not gonna talk about anyone. But there was someone who I was close to who was blonde, and I wanted to be blonde, and it turned out yellow. Let's be real about it, okay? Yeah,
So, Radical Rocco, I understand what you're saying. But see, a lot of people, the large majority, and I'm included in this, and this is why I do the tactic that I do. What worked for me works for others. It's not going to work for everybody. And I've never said that I was for everybody. Not everyone's going to learn the same way that I put the information out there and put the lessons out there for people to learn. When you want to learn from it, if you're at a breaking point in your life, you will adapt yourself to whatever you need to in order to become a better person, if that's your goal. Regardless if it's your enemy or your hater or people that have nothing but ill intent for you, when you grab onto something that actually makes sense and is a logical way of fucking framing it, it doesn't matter who says it, and it doesn't matter really how it's said. Some people will receive what I say, some people won't. Some people will call me a fucking wild asshole and I'm just a maliceful individual and I'm hateful. But at the end of the day, a lot of people throw shit around this fucking YouTube sphere and then they just leave the people. I'm not just going to fucking break someone down and not build them back up. As you can see, I'm obviously here back at Susan's panel. I have no problem with what Susan said today. I really don't. She's going to have her opinions on things and she's allowed to. The only things that I went over are just the things that I went over. They were based in lies. They were based in deception. They were based in just things that aren't becoming of an individual. She took ownership of it. She said, I'm not going to do that anymore. And I said, fuck yeah, awesome. Like, I have no issue with her past that point. I fucking admire what she did. I think what she did taught not only her, but many other people how to take accountability and how to become a better person. Well, Georgetta, collective learning is a thing, and we do break each other down and we do build each other back up. Those who limit themselves and don't try and teach other people the same life lessons that they're going through or that they've been through or have experience with, well, you're just being very selfish by holding it all in. Well, you can call me a bully or whatever you want, but it doesn't really matter. I'm not going to stop doing what I do. I'm very good at it, and a lot of
I
people get a lot out of what I do.
just give you permission to have what an opinion. An abuser thinking he is has their permission.
Susan, have I ever said you need my permission to do anything?
No, and
Have I ever said you're
that's
not allowed to do
what I
something?
want to do on my channel, and that's the way it is. And the things you had went over with me, I've already spoke to my subscribers and told them, hey, look, I fucked up. I said this, I said that. I shouldn't have done that. I should not have done it. Bottom line, these people knew this a long time ago. Did I have a problem admitting my faults? No, I had no problem admitting my faults. No, not at all. Because a part
So,
of recovery is admitting what you did wrong.
I mean,
And
that's honestly just part of life. That's just life. That's with every walk of life, not just recovery. That's just human condition, honestly. And real quick to the individual who just sent me $20, I appreciate you. I won't stop what I do.
did you just make money on my channel right now?
Indeed, indeed.
Damn boy.
There's some people who are bushwatchers and they follow me and they listen to what I'm saying and they support me like through and through. It's all about consistency. If you're consistent, people are gonna see what you do. Am I perfect? Fuck no. I tell people horrible shit. Like I could have went all out on Susan and went straight up demon evil style, but that wasn't my intention. Like I saw potential with Susan and I see potential with a lot of people. That's why I keep doing what I'm doing. Not here to
There,
hurt people. If I hurt people, well, that's part of the process sometimes. Pain
there
is a
was
great motivator.
something said on a not your channel but another channel, which was very untrue and it was very unfair. Let me tell you. I was asked not to speak about it, so I'm not going to. But I feel that it was very. And I'm not Jamie. I'm not talking about your channel. Just think about the channel I just showed you because I wanted to show you that ID, right?
Uh-huh. I
Which
know
is
what
in
it is.
Boy Scouts. I come from the Republic side of Ireland. I don't come from the Northern Ireland. I've come from down south, down proper down south. Yeah, okay. And there was people who said there was one individual up said things about even you know people and it shouldn't have been said at all and it's just not right. I'm sorry, but that what they told you was a load of cobwobblers bullshit, as we say in Ireland.
Do you think that I take everything as factually based statement when somebody says something to me?
No, I know, but it was
Come on.
hurtful.
I'm smarter than that.
I know, I understand that, but it may have been hurtful. It's not. I wouldn't say that anything, but at the end of the day, these people get up there and they say one person who doesn't want to take a breath of fresh air for 2 minutes was rah, 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 and I was like, what the fuck is that? You know what I mean?
Yeah, but one thing I would suggest, what you got to do is you got to just let people's words kind of fucking roll right off you. If something hits, if something lands, and it actually has like, if you look at what they said and it like, it's clear to see that there's a problem there, and it's not necessarily that someone's throwing hate in the air, but it actually lands and it hits something inside of you that probably should be looked at and changed or, adapted a little bit. You get to the point where you say it doesn't matter what anybody says or from wherever it comes from. It doesn't matter what the individual is as a person either. It matters the content of their words. And if it affects you, you look at it, you say, hey, it is what it is, or hey, this actually needs to be looked at. And I need to say and acknowledge that this is a problem in my life and maybe change it. When you get to that point, you're basically unstoppable. Nothing that's said will ever land.
No, I understand what you're saying. But it's hard to say this. There was other people listening into that, and it was completely fucking wrong. They put certain people down, and it was wrong. I'm sorry, but and I know my heart is lies, and they were lying to you, And I was like, what the fuck is that? You know what I mean? In fairness, I mean, seriously. So, Jamie, that's the only reason I decided to show you one of many Irish Army ID cards. I have plenty of them actually, and hopefully I can pull out one with my brown hair. I'm not that ugly, yellow looking, you know. And I'll tell you how that happened. I remember that very clearly. I got a hairdresser to come to my house, and I said, "Well, I want my hair dyed blonde, and my hair is dark chocolate brown, obviously, you know what I mean." But yeah, it came out yellow. And we went up to the army barracks, and they said, "Well, you got to take off your berets. We're taking pictures." And I was like, "Oh, hell no." I said, "Are you serious?" And they goes, "Yep." And I had no choice. And I said to my friend, I said, "I can't believe you took a picture of my hair. My hair is yellow." It's yellow. It really is. So the following time I went up to the military again, my hair was brown, and the sergeant looked at me at that point because I was only a private, right? He said,
Mhm.
"Your hair was blonde last week." And well, your hair was blonde a couple of days ago, and now it's brown. I said, "No, it wasn't blonde, Sergeant." I said it was yellow, and I put it back to my own color. You know, and it's just one of those funny, fucked up things what happened to me at that time, really. And it would happen. It would have to happen to me, right? But yeah, I don't see what. I don't know who sent Jamie the cash app. It's not my business. So obviously someone looking out from the bushes sending them on money. I don't know. Right? I ain't gonna put anyone down. I am gonna tell the truth the way it is. I did have a PTSD channel because I do suffer with PTSD, and I heard a lot of lies last night, and I wanted to talk to my subscribers who have been with me for a long time. I do have all that shit privatized because I changed the name, and I just said, "Yeah, let's talk with Susan Bennett. That'll work," And yeah, right. Um, and I had people saying, "Well, I support." No, they did not. I know exactly who did what they did, when they did. I remember every goddamn single little thing. I do. I genuinely remember all that. And I was looking back at the lives last night, and I was thinking, that's strange. These people aren't in here. The ones who were saying they were in here weren't in here at all, which is not a big deal to you, Jimmy, but it is when someone wants to announce that kind of shit. They're not telling the truth, see, because I do have them lives, but they are privatized because I don't hold a PTSD channel anymore.
Goddamn Sancho.
Wow, get the fuck out of here too. I don't want to
Fucking
block.
Sancho. No, don't block him. He's a funny little fucker. He's a
Not a
funny
fuck.
little ginger.
There you go. Okay.
She blocked you, Sancho.
Don't accuse me unless you have proof
Oh,
of that. I am completely sober right now, so don't even try and do that shit. I would not have come on here and
so,
done that. Come on
real
live.
quick comment to something that was said a little while back in the chat from Kelly. Kelly, when I do roasts, I don't really have a set rate. I mean, if somebody wants to make me do a whole show, it takes quite a bit. But for me, just
Well,
to go over
and
people, it
obviously,
doesn't take all that
someone paid
much.
you a lot of money to roast on me for, I don't know, what you do, 1.5 hours, something like that.
I mean, it's a good learning experience, even for me personally. Like, I learn every time I do it. I learn different ways of doing things. It's it's a unique process. Like at first,
Well,
it started as just like straight up like hate. Like I would just straight up tear people down and not give a flying fuck what I did with them. But I had an idea one day, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try it. And at the end of it, I was like, yeah, this is something that fucking works. This is something I could do. And I think I found something unique, and I found something that not only could compensate me for my time, but honestly help me as well as help other people. Because if I'm just burning people and I'm roasting them and tearing them up, like that's childish. Like, and I'm a grown ass man, and I don't want to fucking be like that no more. Like I did plenty of that shit in my life, so I came up with a way to fucking live on both sides and be like, listen, I could show you that you're a bad person, but I can also show you that I'm also a fucked up individual. And I can also show you how I grew through it and how I grew through it, grow through it currently. Everybody thinks that like I'm going to try and be this perfect fucking guru. And it's like, dude, I am far from that. I just happen to have a lot of life experience and I put it out there. And obviously people are attracted to it. Obviously people keep on, donating and keep on showing up and learning from it. And I love it. I love what I do.
And by the way, Jim, I didn't fall asleep in your panel. You asked us to mute, so I did, and I did.
Oh no, I just wanted to make sure in case like you accidentally clicked off a
Mhm.
mute or something. Like I just wanted to
No,
make sure.
no.
Wasn't meant to be offensive.
You asked me to mute because you were talking to another lady up there at that point, I do believe.
Right.
So you asked us all to mute. You put us in you call the basement, which we call backstage over here, and then next minute, boom! I just read in. You just kicked me off. I'm not asleep, So a lot of people thought that I fell asleep. No, I did not fall asleep. I was
No, she didn't fall asleep. She was like literally right back on the chat as soon as I booted her. But I just wanted to make sure and protect her, in case she fucking clicked on something or you know what I'm saying. It was just a
morning, but no, I was awake. I was totally awake for all that. So no, I didn't fall asleep. No, not at all.
It's more of like a precautionary thing for people.
No, that's
I
fine.
do it for everyone.
That's probably done out of a kind of, you don't want to have someone back there sleeping. I get that, but you did ask us to mute because you were talking to a different lady at that point. I do believe. I don't know who she was. I don't know.
Ladybug.
Yeah, Ladybug, and that's a weird name. I've heard that before. Why did I hear the Ladybug name before? Pretty sure I've heard that around here before too. But anyway,
there's a couple clip channels with her out there. That's for sure.
Okay. And at the end of the day, how much will it cost me to if I pay you to roast purple then?
Well, like I said, I don't have a set rate, and the roast is always comparable to the donation. Baseline, for a whole show, I try and get about 150 to 250.
My channel. I want you to check up Six Up's channel because she has all the good shit there. You say.
I mean, send me the content. I'll go over it and I'll see what's there, and I'll always make my personal assessment of it.
To the channel and get stuff and this kind of way. Because Six
Say that one more time.
Six Up has all the stuff on purple. For like the 2.5 years, she tormented the shit out of me. Well, anyways. Like I said,
I mean, here's the thing though. So like when people ask me to do, what I do, it's usually a collective effort. It's usually a bunch of people sending me content and timestamps, and I review it, and then I review it live.
This lady Six Up has everything you would want to know. Trust me.
Yeah, but for me to take like 2-3 days to go over, 100 different live streams
and pick out timestamps and send you timestamps.
Yeah, that's all it is. That's all it is.
Why not? I mean, let's show the beast let's show it. You know what I mean? Don't pay him. Six Up and Pooh has already done it better than that's right. They've done all this before. And they've done it for free. You know what I mean? But
that's cool. That's them. I'm very aware of what other people do, and I'm very aware of what I'm worth, and I'm worth what I'm worth. Like for these people in the chat to say don't do it, I really could care less if they, if she does it or not. It's not going to be like I'm losing money. There's always money out there to be made, and there's always help out there to be given. So when it comes to that, I'm pretty selective in different things that I go over. Most of the time I turn people down because it's just not something that could be like what my end goal is to actually create the change. The money is only part of it. So when I'm going over people's content, I look at the situation like, can this actually be changed? Like, is this person actually open to changing themselves and becoming a better person? When I'm just roasting people, I mean, don't get me wrong, I've done it before, but they'd have to really pique my interest as a piece of shit for me to just out and out roast them and not give a flying fuck anything in between.
Anyways, I'll think about it, Jamie, and I'll get back to you on that one. I really I'm watching my subscribers right now. They're saying to me, "Don't pay, don't," and it doesn't bother me in the least. But you know why? Because if I pay him $100, that's not $100 to me. That is less than that because I'm living in the UK. We've the strongest currency in the world, so
Yeah, you guys are quite a bit above us.
Yeah, well, $100 is nothing to me. If I pay you $150, what are you gonna do, Jamie?
What's that? I'm sorry,
If
I
I
was
give you
reading something.
$150, what are you gonna do? If I give you timestamps and the whole shebang,
Oh, I'll go over it. That's anyone's open to it. Believe me, if I find something there that's worth talking about, and I say to
believe me,
myself, "Hey,
there's a
this is
lot.
something that needs
I
to be
mean, someone
exposed," then I do
probably
it.
on panel, talking in their sleep, lots of stuff.
So, Magpie, here's how I kind of, and I totally know what you're saying. Here's the beautiful thing. With the business model that I've created, there's always going to be people out there with resentments. There's always going to be people out there with just nasty shit to say about one another. And the reason why I take some of the things that I take and I make it into content is because I like to use it as a tool. I like to use it as a tool for people to learn from, as well as the individual that I'm going over. I like them to be able to have the chance to say, hey, I'd like to be this new person. I'd like to actually take weight for what I've done and, grow as a human being. And if they choose to do so, cool. And if they don't, well, I still know the value of my time and I still get my pay and I still get my content. Past that, there's not really a whole lot to it. And I think it was said that like Six Up Media and I think an individual name was Pooh. My only question are they monetized channels? Like, are they monetized?
So is, yeah.
Okay, so they're getting paid. Is Pooh
Yeah.
is Pooh a monetized channel?
They're getting monetized very soon, yeah.
Okay, so we're all in this for money. Don't confuse that. Everybody's getting paid, whether it be emotional currency or financial currency. Everyone's getting paid. So don't try and fucking use that as an out for make me look like a greedy piece of shit. Because if I was a greedy piece of shit, I'd be doing a show every 3 hours.
Pooh's not monetized not yet, but they will be monetized. They're very close to it. I mean, I've been doing. They're just trying to get their watch hours more or less. There's a lot.
Does Radical Roxy have? Does she create content? He or she, whatever.
It's a female, and yeah, she did have a channel. Yeah.
Oh, okay. She's piquing my interest with all the ad hominems here.
Hey, see you
Maybe I'll have to go through your content. Hello.
Hi, Susan. How you doing? Hi, everyone.
I'm good, sweetie.
What's going on?
Oh, what's going on? Oh, it's a long story, sweet.
I know I've been MIA for a little while.
Bubblegum, your device is not connected, and I don't even want you up here anyway to start with, so you can get off. I'm gonna ban her. No, sorry, but not sorry. So I do believe one of the jerks wanted a link as well. I will give him that. No problem. I have no problem whatsoever. Now is your chance to talk to Jamie if you want to talk to Jamie because he's here. He did get paid to come up here, mind you. I mean, someone obviously
Hi,
getting
Jamie.
that.
So, Susan, who is Jamie?
Jamie comes from I would say, what, the A1 community. Is that right, Jamie? Would I be right?
No, it's the drama community.
Drama. The major drama
community, like as far as what?
Drama.
What kind? I know, but what kind of content do you have?
Really bad, really hard stuff, really hardcore drama. Let me tell you, not like we have, not the way I play it here. It's not like this where we have a loving community. It's
what
not
talking like about other creators and things like that.
Yeah,
no, all different kinds. It's not subjective. It's pretty much all encompassing.
Oh. Okay, because I didn't know who he was.
No, I know. Jamie's been in here a few times. And I knew when I went live he would probably come in. I knew that. I kind of guessed this.
So So Susan, my question is, what's going on? Like, because when I came in, I was like, I was listening for a little while before I said, what's going on? What's happening now? What is all this current controversy and what happened? Did something spill over from another channel into this channel? What's going on?
Well, Jamie was paid to do a roast. Would we call it a roast, Jamie?
Yeah, more or less. A roast
He was
with a
paid
purpose.
$100 to do a roast on me or something like that. To go over stupid shit I'd done in my past. Which I apologize to my whole community for that. And he did. And I don't know, it's just gone from you know.
But I mean, why? It's just every time you turn around, every
No,
time you turn
he was
every.
no. You gotta understand, he was paid to do it.
I know, but Susan,
Ray paid him to do it. Actually,
right.
yeah.
But you know how I feel about this. I mean, this is like, you don't need this. You don't need this negative energy. And I'm just saying, I was listening to it, and it's like, okay, you get to a point where you're moving on, and then, here we go again. Everything, all
Right.
this controversy, backlash, everything, people bringing, stirring things up from the past. You don't want to go backwards. You want to go forwards.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
So,
Totally agree.
I'm against all
She's
this, Susan.
completely right. I mean, she is my friend, and she's Sierra's a lovely person, and Sierra knows what I've been through. I mean, see, Jamie, that's the part you've been told certain things, but you haven't been told the whole.
I don't think you
I don't
understand.
think you
Like,
need to
I
know
think
the
you're
whole.
missing
To
something
be
here.
honest.
I didn't go off of what people said. I went off of the content that you put out. Nothing more.
Right, and that was very negative content on me at that time when I was not in a very positive way at that particular time. And I don't want to explain what went on there because, as Sierra knows, I've been through a hell of a lot. I don't really want to, talk about it.
Hello.
Hey, Robin, how
Hello.
you doing, lovely?
Very good. How are you? Sierra, Susan, Jamie.
How
I'm
you
good.
doing?
Nice to meet you.
You too.
I've been watching your channel. I enjoy a lot of your content, Jamie.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
You're quite welcome. You're like a little different to get used to, but I see your purpose and what you do. A lot of things. I know you got called by people that had a beef with Susan, and they
Right.
paid you to do a roast.
Yeah.
So I was there. I watched the whole thing. It started off a little bit rough on Susan,
Mm-hmm.
but it wound up. I appreciate you taking the time to drop everybody off the panel and just you and her talking.
Yeah,
Which was,
he talked to me. He did. Yeah.
and it turned out to be very good. Your talk together, and I appreciate that.
That's the kind of stuff that I want to bring to YouTube is situations like that. Because it's not even if Susan adjusts her behavior, it's not even contingent on that. Maybe someone in the panel or maybe someone in the chat learns from it and they start doing the same thing. These are the panels that I want to do. The roast is a very small part of what I actually bring to YouTube. I want other people to learn from the situations and adapt the fucking things into their own lives. Past that, the roast is a very small part of it. It's like a precursor product to something that's way better.
I get what you're doing. I've been watching. I understand, like you're working a program, and I understand all those things. I've been watching different things you've been doing. I like to have a talk with you about some of the stuff about the 12 steps and stuff. I'm very familiar with it. But anyway, what
Robbie,
I
can you
saw.
explain your experience for a minute because Jamie doesn't know you, so can
Oh,
you
okay.
explain your credentials? When you were.
Oh, I was a nurse for a public health nurse most of
Mm-hmm.
my life. I'm 70
Okay.
years old, so I have a lot of years experience in life.
Mhm.
I've been a community health nurse in very bad neighborhoods and very good neighborhoods. But that's not the point of the matter. I've dealt with a lot of different stuff, but I don't, and I'm not here about me.
No,
Um,
Robin, I just wanted you to say that, honey, because so Jamie understands, because he doesn't know you, obviously, you know.
I'm always willing to learn. Life, we can't move, we can't go forward if we don't learn
Right.
and learn to try to have new experiences and a lot of the things. I mean, Jamie has a rough around the edge side kind of side of him, but I also see that he also has a very caring side of him. He's gone
Mm.
through a lot in his life, and I understand that too. But I think what happened, I'm sorry. I mean, if it did other people good, if it did people good, that's great. But I think when these people they had these beefs with Susan, and this is only my own opinion. When they had these beefs with Susan, they wanted to go through you to get to Susan. And a lot of the stuff they brought up, Jamie, were very old past stuff from 2 years ago.
Right.
And, these are things that Susan had already taken accountable for.
Yes.
She's already apologized to people, the
Mm-hmm.
community. This is really old stuff that happened. But some people can't move past those old past beefs, and they keep reliving it and reliving it and putting, Susan wants to move on from that. And when she tries to move on from it, it keeps getting brought up because some people are stuck in this circle of going around and around and want to keep bringing up old beefs on everybody they ever had a fight with on YouTube. And nobody's going to get better if they keep doing that. That's just my opinion.
Yes. Hi, Robin. Yes, that's true. You have a bunch of energy mongers, vampires. They can't keep living in the past and can't move forward and want to keep on rehashing things to try to make Susan's life a living HE double hockey sticks, and it's unnecessary and uncalled for.
Well, it's not just Susan. They do it with a lot of people
Right,
too.
but I mean,
So on that, I would have this to say. I didn't just go off of the content that was given to me. I also did a little bit of observation, and when the situation came up, I observed afterwards of what actually took place after the roast. And what I observed was a lot of backtracking and a lot of like coaxing over the issue, and a lot of like justification and rationalization as a result of what took place. And I wasn't really happy to see that, because when you take the weight, I mean, there is no rationalizing it or justifying it afterwards. There's taking the weight and then dropping the issue. When the issue keeps on getting brought up and it's put and posted in a different manner and it's a different formula and it's different presentation, it draws away from the solidification of the change. If the solidification of the change was based in truth and based in honesty and realness, then you don't have to justify or rationalize why you did the things that you did. And you don't have to try and make it seem like what you did was actually correct when you just admitted that it wasn't correct. That's the real reason why I got pissed off. And the other day, everything went to fucking hell, is because, you know what I'm saying? Like it
one second.
wasn't just that instance.
All right,
Jamie,
but
I don't
Jamie,
think, like
but
Susan,
Jamie,
you don't want people swearing on your platform, correct?
yeah, she doesn't have swearing on her platform.
It's not allowed. Thank you.
But the thing is, Jamie, every time, like when you're put in a corner a lot over stuff and you've explained it over and over and over, and you've apologized over and over, you can't make other people accept what you have tried. So I think what happens is Susan has to keep feeling like she has to keep reliving it if people keep bringing it up, but she's already gotten past that. And I think she feels defensive when that happens to her. Maybe her way of handling it might not be the best way to, like, instead of she has to learn just to let it go, Susan. If someone comes and brings up that stuff in the past, just say, I'm not going to talk about it no more. It's over with. It's the past.
That's it. Yep.
That's
And
what you gotta do, Susan.
that's a
Don't-
practice everyone should do.
Yep. It is
if people
very
just
true.
can
Yep.
move past it. I mean, don't listen to channels that are going to say stuff about you. Don't go there.
Right.
Don't let it drain your energy
Right.
to negativity.
Totally
You know what?
agree.
But you know what, Robin? Sometimes people have to get to the point where they had enough, which I really believe Susan has expressed that she's had enough a while ago. And you get to the point where you become so strong that none of that can even like touch you. Like, I'm bigger than that. I'm better than this. You know, I've moved on, and your self-esteem has increased and grown to a point that it just like water off a duck's back. Like, it doesn't even affect
Right.
you.
Doesn't even bother you. You get
Right.
to the point
I'll
where
be
you've
honest.
solidified in your
If
own mind.
Jimmy
the
did
truth.
that to me, we would say 2 years back, I would be crushed. I would be
Absolutely.
absolutely broken. But now,
We've seen your growth. We've seen your
you've
growth.
seen me. You've seen me broken, and
2
you've seen me
years. I've
grow and
watched
grow
you
and
from the
slowly,
beginning to
slowly.
now. So what I'm saying to you, though, Susan, I agree with you, Sierra. But if she doesn't watch or focus or even listen to what those people are saying, they can't drain the negative from her, because you can't change what other people are going to say and do, Susan.
Yep.
They have to change themselves. So if they want to live in that circle, just stay away from their circle, because it's only going to drain you. And it's going to bring you right back where you used to be. And you don't want to be there. You're growing and changing and trying to do things better. Like we were talking about through your channel about, what's going on in London.
Yeah.
Show the news in London.
Yeah, there's a big football team on tonight.
You can show these things,
UK
though,
versus
Susan.
Spain. And people
Find a
say, well, why
topic.
do you say UK when you say England? But it's just my habit, because I've been living here since the year 2011. But I have a habit of saying the UK, because I don't really belong from the UK. I'm an Irish person.
But you're a citizen of the UK now, aren't you?
Right, I am. Yes, I am.
Well, then you are UK.
Right. And I get voting cards and I get all that. I don't vote. I don't meddle in politics. I don't do any of that stuff at all,
Right.
But at the end of the day, my bread and butter was born in Ireland, and that's the way I say things. And when I say the word UK, I say that because I'm talking to 90% of my audience are American. The score is 0-0 at halftime. Go England. Okay, there we go. See?
But Susan, before you start a live, have a topic or a reason that you want to go live, so it can't distract you into other things going on. Like, you did the Titanic. Don't pay attention what the chat is saying about what you're saying. Stay on your topic and screw what people say. Let the mods handle if somebody's saying something wrong in chat, and just do your topic. Yeah, it's a matter of focusing. I think that'll help. But you have to
sometimes, Robin, I just like to come on here because, it's not easy to be living on your own, to be honest, away from your family.
Susan,
There's many reasons why I won't leave the UK.
Susan, I am. I'm far away from my family. I'm 70 years old.
It's hard. It is really hard.
No shit, honey. Oops, sorry. No,
no, you're all right, sweetheart. It is hard, and sometimes even if I just come on here and shoot the breeze with these guys, that makes me happy. You know what I mean?
Well, that's great, but I mean, we gotta talk positive things. Let's talk about positive things.
I normally come on and I'm like, yeah, hey guys, how are you doing? What are you doing today? What's the weather doing in America? It's just like kind of a conversation like that, and we can go on to different topics. It's easily,
or ask people in chat what they're up to, what they're doing, and stuff like
yeah,
that.
I do. I always ask them. I say, what's the weather like doing over there? Or, what's going on? Because sometimes I don't know. I want to know what's going on in America. I don't live in America.
Well, I don't live in England, but I'd like to learn about it.
I'm doing good. How are you?
Hi, Jenna.
Hey, how you doing?
How are you, honey?
I'm doing good. Doing good.
I'm glad.
Susan, I just want to see you grow. I want to see you grow.
I know.
I want to see you grow. Like Jenna's been doing conspiracy. She's talking about P. Diddy and stuff.
That's right.
Come up with a topic.
Yeah, at this point, I have to take my leave because I can't stand on panel with a pedophile supporter. Y'all have a good day. Jenna, stop supporting pedophilia.
She's not supporting that.
Who am I?
Wow.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
Sorry,
take your
Jenna.
coat. Your
You know,
oh,
That's because he's listening
it's
to Purple.
right.
You know, he gets wrong information on that one. I'm sorry about that, Jenna. That was uncalled.
That's
no, it's
not
fine.
true at all.
It's fine. No, no. Don't even acknowledge it. It's not. It's really not even important.
Right, I understand that. Well, maybe
Yeah.
he needs to get all the whatever. It's nobody's business.
It's not
So, you know,
because she stands with
No, she doesn't.
I do not stand with Jimbo. I'm sorry.
she
You're
doesn't
being
stand
told
with him
wrong.
anymore, Jamie, at all.
If you watch my live, I actually done a live about him. So no, I don't stand with Jimbo. See, that's the thing. You're only being fed certain things you want to know.
Right. No, she doesn't support him at all.
She doesn't
No,
support him now.
no, I don't. I have nothing to say to
A lot of
Jimbo.
people talk to a lot of different people when everybody was following Summer Wells' case. She's not
Yeah.
following Summer Wells' case, and she's not talking to him anymore. So that was the past. We can't keep bringing up the past and living in the past, is what I keep saying about all this crap. And she doesn't
Yeah.
stand behind him either.
No, I don't. I don't really have nothing good to say about Jimbo at all.
No.
But hey, that's what he wants to say. But Susan, these ladies want you to do well, and I think do well. You just have to
In
not
my
pay attention
opinion,
to the
known
negativity that's in
he
your
caught
chat.
with a 12-year-old.
And she brought him up for a question, and that was it. Doesn't mean she's hanging out with him
Yeah,
or
that was
doing anything
that
else.
was a
That was a
question.
No,
long time
Jamie, I
ago.
think she just brought him up for asking questions just
I
as much
saw
as
you
she
saw
brought
it.
me on your panel.
And
Jamie,
that's
I've
just
been watching you. I saw you. You saw it. Okay, and I saw that. But if somebody makes one mistake, you know, part of the 12-step program is we all make mistakes. We all, you know, we're all actually what's the word I'm looking for? God, when I get upset sometimes, I'm trying to express myself. We're all a bunch of rags, you know what I mean? We're all just if you look in the Bible, what we are, okay? None of us are perfect. None of us, everybody can make mistakes. But if people can't accept the fact that we made a mistake or maybe did something in our life that we said, oh, we shouldn't have done that, then how are we going to grow from learning that somebody made a mistake?
Exactly.
And, you know, and that they're not doing it anymore. It'd be like, okay, I used to, I wasn't an alcoholic, but let's say I used to drink all the time. I never did. But let's say I used to do that and I don't do it anymore. But because somebody saw I did it 5 years ago, they're going to still think I'm that, and I'm not. So, like, that's like reliving into my past, and I'm not that person anymore. You're always an alcoholic. You're always a drug addict. Even if you're recovered, you're still always going to be that to the day you die. You know, that's a whole process. But because somebody's going to think that you're still drinking because they saw you drinking 5 years ago, it doesn't make it sense.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
It does not.
When somebody does something one time, or maybe they did it in their past, doesn't mean they're doing it today. And so many people, they know, oh, that person was doing this back then, so they must still be doing it. Doesn't mean they're still doing it.
Jen, I'm sorry.
That's my opinion.
No, you're fine. Believe me, that does not bother me at all. I mean, I know I don't support Jimbo. Jimbo knows I don't support him. I don't. I don't. Has he been on my panel? Yes. It was for one instance, and that was it. But other than that, no. Have I supported him in the past? I did when he first came to YouTube, you know. But yeah, that's really irrelevant to me. I didn't come up here, you know. He had me on his panel the other day. He didn't say nothing about it then. But it's okay.
That's all I'm gonna say to you is
I don't want to go down that road. That's
I'm just
topic.
joking. I'm joking with Eliza right now.
Yeah, I know.
As soon as I'm at bank with you, and I'm just gonna go, okay. I know she's joking.
Yeah, she is. She's joking with you. But yeah, Susan, just to look, your channel is growing. If I know people come in here and say some things to get you going. You know, if you could just learn to ignore the negative comments and just have fun with the people that are in your chat here to support you, you know, that would help you a lot. And I know sometimes it's hard not to.
Yeah, no.
So
yeah,
things can be very difficult at times. And things can be great at times, you know.
Well,
I just want to do the best I can do, and I just want to
Well, be
control
you.
that past. And Jen, I will say to you one thing, if you're interested in this, because someone had something to say about you last night. I do have all the PTSD stuff privatized. It was Heidi who promoted my channel. It wasn't Purple.
oh, I was there back then too. I know the whole
Remember that,
history.
Robin? Yeah.
I know the whole history, but do
Mm-hmm.
I mean do is it important who was first? I
No,
mean, back
but
then,
someone
No.
saying it, I think that it's important,
but it's
which
not
I
important.
think
You know
is
what
not
we did?
important.
You know what, Susan, we did back then? Molly had her channel and Ziggy had a channel, right? Right, Jenna?
Right.
Some
Yes.
people went to Ziggy's.
And
I
Heidi
went,
had a channel too.
no, that was before Heidi. Molly had a
I
channel
came
and
from
Ziggy had a
TV,
channel.
and y'all came from Molly. Yeah, exactly.
All right, but Molly had a channel covering Summer Wells and Gabby Petito, and Ziggy started her channel on Summer Wells. I was
Yeah.
in both those channels because I get around everywhere. So back then, some people went to Ziggy's only. Some people only went to MGL's. Some
That's
people
right.
went to both. So
And then
from
Molly, do you remember that back then, Robin? What happened was Heidi branched out.
I know I could tell you the whole story what happened real quick.
All right, hon, no worries.
So when
Oh,
Molly, I
Robin,
do
I
the
was
story
looking for
real
you the other
short
night,
version.
woman.
When
Because I
Molly
want
did her
Jenna to know
channel,
it.
when Molly, I've been waiting to say this to everybody. When Molly, because I'm so sick of hearing the circles. When Molly started her channel, she had a lot of subscribers, like whatever, 10,000 people, whatever. But people that wanted to start their own channel, she encouraged them. She even encouraged Ziggy to start her own channel. But Molly, everybody branched off from Molly. So when Shorty wanted to start a channel, she encouraged her and she helped her make her channel. When Heidi wanted a channel, she helped her too. Then Justin wanted a channel, she helped him too. And everybody was on the panel of Shorties. Everybody was on the panel of Justin's. I mean, you're talking about Heidi, you're talking about Tara, you're talking about Shorty, you're talking about Vintage, you're talking about,
That
oh
was
my God,
all in.
you were there, you were there.
I do remember that live. That live was done
There
on.
was there was weeks of that. You were there. A lot of people would come up on Shorty's panel to talk about Summer Wells.
Yeah,
They also went to Heidi's to talk about it, and they went to Justice to talk about it. And every channel would support each other and drop each other's link because that's how
exactly.
people grow. And
Hmm.
everybody went to Ziggy's. Now I met you. I saw you for the first time, Jenna, over at Ziggy's, but I didn't see you over at Shorty's or the other ones. But I did learn about who you were and listen to what you said over at Ziggy's. So you get to know people from going all over. After that, then Shorty, everybody, well, actually, it was Justin and Shorty encouraged Vintage to start the tavern. Then the tavern was started, okay?
Hmm.
So everybody supported everybody. And Molly told her just go with because like Heidi would talk a lot and, it was kind of getting annoying. So Heidi went and started her own channel for fibromyalgia, but she also wanted to still do summers. So when Molly and her got into an argument, then they split off, and she got into an argument with Shorty. They split off because everybody was talking about times, and nobody has a time schedule on YouTube. You go on when you can, but because of that, there was all these people arguing over time zones. You started your channel. Heidi was in here with you. You had
That's right.
Canadian Girl in here with you.
That's
You had
right.
Hopi in here with you. You
Yep.
had Tony in here with you. At one time, you had
Hmm.
Queen Nessie in here with you. And
That's
you had
right.
Justin in here who was helping support you.
Yep. And we had
Lindsay started with you.
Lindsay. We had Tara. We
Tara,
had
Kim.
Shorty as well. We had
And
loads of
Purple started a channel under Purple Nights. And everybody supported Purple Nights.
right.
She
We
had
was
the
in the
game
game
with
nights.
Frosty. She had the game nights with Frosty.
That's right.
Ev-
Yeah.
Everybody would drop her link. Everybody would go over there. She would drop everybody's link. So everybody got along with everybody. Nobody had problems. They encouraged each other. They all tried to support each other. It was all da, 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 da. Everyone got along. Okay. Then what happened when Heidi got upset with certain people? She got mad. She said she was going to unsubscribe. She's going to do all this.
Mm,
She started fighting with people, and then she started trying to take people's channels down
that's right.
and cause trouble for everybody.
That's right.
That's the whole history.
Yep. That is
Well,
right.
thank you, Robin, for letting me know. Because I wasn't around. Okay, I came over supporting because Tony was on Susan's channel.
Yes, Tony
Yeah,
was here
Yes,
too in the
I
beginning.
remember you, Janet, very well, honey.
Yeah,
Yes, Tony was here in the beginning. I remember.
Yeah.
And
so
you were
that's
here.
Tony used to be on my panel, I think, 12 o'clock UK time every morning,
Yep.
which I don't know what that is in American time, but it was 12, maybe 1 o'clock UK time.
And that's how I met Tony
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
on your channel. Yep. So see, everybody got along. Now, all these stupid fights caused everybody not to get along. Let's think of how many more supporters, how many more subscribers, if people went back to the old way and stopped fighting with each other.
right.
I don't know where Buckeye Mama came from because I don't remember her before. I think she was on Andrew's channel, and I think she was on that Mama Bear. Mama Bear, how do you say that, Jenna? Do you know Mama Bear? She had a channel
I
for
think I'm
someone
that.
else.
Are
I'm
you
that
talking
big
about
mama.
Mammoth? Mammoth?
What's it called?
Mammoth?
No, she's not talking about Mama T. She's talking about I'm that B
No.
Mama Bear. That's who
Yeah,
she's
No,
talking
that's
about.
it. That's it, Jenna. You got it. She was over there. I think she was over at Andrews.
She didn't start off with us, guys. She didn't.
Wasn't she in Ziggy's too?
I don't know. I didn't see her
was.
until when I was
I
there.
think she was actually. Yeah.
And it's really hard to say, well, somebody was over there if they weren't on a panel. Because you got to try to remember who was writing in chat. You got to be out of your mind.
Right. You're not going to remember all that.
So, yeah, all these people might have been in your chat and might have been here. I don't know who was on your panel, though.
Well,
So
I
I
know.
think
I
what you were
will
trying
tell
to
you
say,
straight
Jenna,
through, I know that Buckeye Mama was never in my
I
chat.
never met her before.
And
Right.
Robin, you were here.
I really don't know. I mean, she might have been in chats because I don't
No,
watch. I mean,
I
I
don't
kind of
remember her.
remember.
I know Crystal G was here. I know Hairbag was here.
Oh,
I
yeah,
know
Airbag.
Canadian Girl. I know I
like
mean,
I said,
there's so many names.
there's
There's
like there would be 500 people in the tavern, so like you get to know the people if you chat with them. But if I wasn't chatting in there, like I didn't chat very much in the beginning, I might not know the people. So she might have been places, but I don't remember her.
she wasn't
Right.
there. She was not
'Cause
there.
No, she
Kelly,
could have been.
Kelly,
I
Kelly's
don't
another
want to
one.
say that because she could have been chatting because
No,
you don't remember
Kelly, do
every
you
chat.
remember Buckeye Mama at any time?
Well, maybe I don't know. I was never. I
Because
never.
Kelly's been with me for quite some bit. One second.
So I don't remember like everybody, but
I
like I
didn't
do
even-
remember a lot of people have a pretty good memory, even though I'm old.
Georgette said
Robin, you're
was
as
here.
old as you, sweetheart. Let me tell you, I do not remember Buckeye Mama being in here at all. Let me tell you that. Kelly,
Well, I
do you
went.
remember her? Because you were with me for almost a start, I would think.
Oh,
Where's Hairbag on now? He's over in Buddies.
I thought he
And that's
left, buddy.
okay. That's okay because you know why? I had all female people in here. He wanted to be with men, and that's fine,
Well, I remember Hairbag, and I
Yeah,
don't think
Hairbag was with me a long time. A
yeah,
long time.
I haven't seen him. But you know what I mean? What I'm trying to say is, what does it matter who started who was first, who was second, who was on? I feel like
Robin, you're right. What does it matter? The thing is, the Phoenix wants to believe that she was the first one here. I don't
what?
remember
Let
her.
her
Thank you,
believe it.
Kelly. Thank you, because I don't remember her neither. Let me tell you that. And I used to go live 3 times.
She was in your chat though. She was in your chat.
No, I don't
Purple
believe she
was. Yes,
was.
she was.
What Buckeye
Yeah,
Mama?
Not
Purple
Buckeye. I
was in
didn't
the
see her.
chat. Purple was. I remember because that's what I was trying to see. And
No,
you know,
Purple came in a few times. She did.
Purple was in,
I
and people would talk about when she's going to have game night.
That's right. Yes, but I'm talking about Buckeye Mama. No, Buckeye Mama was never on here. I know that. I do remember Purple Nights being in here. I
Yes.
do remember that.
I don't remember you in there, Susan. I mean, Jenna and Susan's. I remember you from Ziggy, though.
yeah, I used to come in. It wasn't. I was under Jenna's journey at that time.
I
Now,
remember I followed that channel, too.
yeah, that's just Jenna now, so it has no content on it. So
Yeah.
yeah. So, but no, I didn't come up here to make him jump down, and I just want you to do you, Susan.
No, it's okay. I just wanted to prove something that was once again lied about was my military services, which really pisses me off. You know
But
why it
Susan,
pisses
that's
me
the
off? Because
past.
Yeah, just let it go.
It's the past. How many years ago, Susan? Let it go. And you don't have to
Rob,
prove anything to anybody.
No, you
Robin's being
don't.
brought up again, you see, in someone else's
But
channel, and I'm
let
not going
them
to
talk
mention.
about it. Who cares? You don't have to prove yourself to
Yeah.
nobody.
You don't have to prove yourself to anyone, Susan,
I
at
know I'm
all.
sick of doing. I'm sick of doing. I genuinely am sick of proving my
You don't
things.
have to
I
prove
never in my
yourself.
life think I would ever have to prove. You know, when I joined up.
You don't have to
Um,
prove that, Susan. Listen. Like I told my children, and they're 50 years old, okay? But when they were young, I said, if somebody says to you, okay, kids they like to fight and carry on in high school or whatever with their friends. Your mother is a bad word, okay?
right.
And then they come home and they say, I want to beat that person up because they said you're this. And I said, do you think your mother is that? And they said, of course not, Mom. I said, do you think your mother thinks she's that? And they said, no, Mom. I said, then what does it matter? I know who I am. You know who you are. You don't have to prove yourself to nobody. Know
No,
who
you
you
don't.
are. That's all.
That's it.
Stand on your own.
That's it.
That's all you got to do in life.
Like I
You know,
said, I'm
people
doing
come
good.
in and talk to
I
you.
have things I want to do to further and better my situation. Is Rome going to happen in a day? No, unfortunately, it's not. I wish it would, but that's my intake in that. I do talk to CJ quite a bit offline.
Good.
I'm not going to talk about what we talk about because
We'll
it's
It's
not
never
none
do
of
that.
Bobby's
personal.
business.
And CJ and the Glitzing Glam girls sent my son, let me tell you,
Okay.
a beautiful Chelsea hat, right? And they sent a football for him with all the all the signatures on the football. I don't even think my son's gonna kick that football. I think he's gonna frame it. And
So
that's
that's
Okay.
why I
really
didn't
cool
say
for
that.
us. Not to mention what they sent me. They sent me lots of, self-healing stuff as well. They really did. And they're absolutely fantastic. And they're wonderful people. And I do understand, Jenna, what the symbolic meaning is with the tattoo. I am
Yeah,
not going to say it on YouTube, but it's not a voodoo sister
it's
bullshit.
it's okay. It's all right. We're
That's,
used to it.
that is, no, seriously. you know.
It's all
Yeah.
right.
That's
But I
great.
got
I know exactly what that means, and I know exactly why you got it even.
Well, you
yeah,
know
I
what,
got
And
Susan?
that's okay.
The
I
two
like I said, I'm not gonna talk about what I talk about to CJ. That's me and her private stuff. And I have a really, really positive, strong friend,
well,
as I do
that's
with
good.
Sierra and a lot of I've met so many fantastic people here on YouTube. Jenna, I think you're a strong, strong person. You've been through hell and back for
Absolutely.
yourself.
But it's
And
okay.
came out
I think you're strong as well. I think anybody that's been through, and also, all the stuff I've done to people, I think the people that I've done things to are strong people as well, because
Absolutely.
they
and then
deserve
you
to
got
be
up there
respected.
one night when I was upset, And you said, Susan, I did terrible things to you. I'm sorry. And I look, the minute I heard that, and I knew you were totally sincere. You
Yeah,
know,
don't know.
it doesn't matter. It's okay. It's fine. You know.
One day at a time, Susan. One day at a time.
No, no, but no. I really care for Jenna because she gave me that respect, and she came up and said, "Susan, I've been horrible to you," and I'm using her words right now.
Right.
I've been horrible to you, Susan. I am really sorry because she
Yeah.
heard me crying out for. I'm
No,
sorry.
Susan. No, you're good. No, no, no.
A couple of
All
deep
right,
breaths.
Susan.
Couple of deep breaths. I'll be fine.
Yeah. Well, that's
She heard
good
me
though.
crying out for someone I really care about, and
That's
it's
good.
hard.
But you know what? We all make mistakes, like I said, and if we all can talk about it, and this is YouTube, Susan. We don't owe anybody anything. If you
Yeah.
make a friendship and you got a problem with that person, take it offline and talk to that person about it if they're your friend.
Right.
But talking about stuff on YouTube for the whole world to see, like, this is not like the whole world could hear what you're saying up here. It's like like you turn the news on. When you put the news on, the whole world could hear what they're saying on the news, right?
That's why I said I wasn't joking when I was saying this, but if you wanted to raise your footprint on YouTube, it costs thousands of pounds to do it. Thousands. Let me tell
But
you, you want to be a billionaire to
listen,
erase the footprints of
Right.
YouTube because what is put on here is going to be on here when our children's get older. You understand what I'm saying? Unless
well,
you have that, unless you win the lotto, the chances of that is like zero for me because I don't believe in gambling. But that's just me, right?
mhm.
Um,
Listen. Well, I'm old, like I said, and I didn't grow up with the internet, so like when Facebook and all this stuff came out, and I wanted to have all these apps and stuff, and I'm not technical. So my son said, "Now, Mom, remember, whatever you put on there is like, when you open up the newspaper and you read the newspaper." I said, "Yeah." Or you put TV on. I said, "Yeah." Whatever you put on there, the whole world could see, not just what you think you're writing to one person.
that's it. Yeah. Hmm.
And it taught me a lesson.
Right.
That's why I'm very careful of what I say. Um, and I know 20 years from now, 30 years from now, the channel is going to always, well, it's always going to exist somewhere or another because you're always going to have someone who took clips from it or did something. No matter if you came into the lot in the morning and wanted your digital footprints erased, there's always going to be someone who's going to try and upload something belong to you, that kind of way. And
Right.
that's the way the internet is. And that's why I am very careful. I try to be nowadays very careful of what I say. I really do. I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. I don't want anyone coming on my channel and feeling bad or down or upset or I don't want that. I really don't. It's
But remember, Susan, when you started with Summer Wells, not your other channel.
I'm sorry
But
to
when,
interrupt, John. I got to go. Much love to everybody. Y'all hold your heads up high.
thank you, Jenna, for coming up.
No,
thank you,
thank
Jen.
y'all for having me. No, I'll see
Thanks
y'all
for
later.
anything with the PTSD stuff. I have them. Just
All
so you
right,
Okay.
know.
well, let's not talk about that because that was another time. Then we
It's
don't
It's
need to
fine.
go
not
That's
back
to
over
do
it.
that.
no, it's fine. We don't want to go back there. I don't want to do that. You've already Robin explained it to me. That's all I needed to know.
Yeah. Okay, hon.
We're good, Susan.
Thank
That's
you
all
so
right.
much.
Thank.
I'll
Thank
see
All
you,
y'all
right.
Jenna.
soon.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye, sweetheart. Bye.
You want to do something good, Susan? You can start covering the Karen Reed case. You'll get tons of people in here talking about it. It's a big case in Massachusetts. Sierra, I read what you wrote. I'm sorry I didn't read it at first with everything going on. So you have been following it, and you think that it's all messed up, huh, Sierra? Is Sierra still up here?
If Sarah's here, she's on mute right now.
Oh, okay. Well, she like
Hey,
remember I was,
Benji, how you doing, love? Sorry, I'm Robin. I'm just, seeing
it's your
Benji.
channel, honey.
Um, no, I've been through a hell of a lot.
But yeah, you know what, Susan? Now, like I said, if you find a topic that people are interested, like when you were doing about the,
I did the Titanic.
and you were doing
Um,
about the king
yeah,
and about the
I did
queen.
the Queen. I did the Queen when she passed away that time.
Yes.
You
So
know, I did so much, different things.
you can
You know,
ask your chat what topics they're interested in for you to cover.
it's up to them. And don't ask me to do politics. 'Cause I'm not doing American politics.
You know, well, I'm saying ask them what a lot of people don't talk politics, Susan, even in
Whatever,
America.
whatever things you want me to do, I will cover that. I am a damn good researcher. I will tell you that right now.
Mhm.
Um, I did a lot of research on 9/11, but because I'm not American or anything like that, I don't feel that I
Mhm.
should kind of put that out. I would say that. I don't, I've looked into every rabbit hole, Robin, you can imagine.
All right. Well, like I'm saying, ask the chat. Maybe they want to talk about a topic that they're interested in.
The new hobby wants Elvis, but I can do Elvis, no problem.
Okay.
I'll do
What would the
Elvis.
chat like Susan to cover? Does anybody in chat like have a?
New hobby wants Elvis.
All right. So one per Elvis. Anybody else have anything they would like to hear?
Elvis Presley is an American icon. He is the best of the best of the best. Okay.
I didn't get a chance to
Trump,
say hello to
Trump,
anybody in here because it got a little bit
someone said
crazy.
Trump ear. I'm not gonna do Trump. God no.
No,
I'll do Elvis. I'm not gonna do Trump.
no.
I know what happened. I've seen what happened.
But Susan,
It's
I never came up here as much as everybody else. To be honest with you, like I didn't follow you as much as Tara and Kim and all them. They've been here since day one more than
yeah,
me.
they have. I mean, Tara's probably off busy right now. There's a lot of people. Oh, Heather, rest in peace to ear.
But
Oh
see,
God.
my thing when I came on here was I started following anybody that was covering Summer Wells just to hear what people were thinking about it as a topic, not actually as the creator as much, but whoever was talking about the topic, I followed it. That's all.
No,
So
you're good, Robin. Honestly, they want me to do Elvis. I'm not gonna do Trump's hair. Trust me. Look, I'm not
no.
an American, and I don't feel like. Look, I did a whole thing on the Twin Towers situation. I
Oh, I live right near it.
I feel that that wouldn't be right for me to even do that because I don't. Number one, I'm not an American citizen, and
That don't
number two,
matter.
I should just leave that alone because a lot of people. It was bad, you know.
I live right next, well,
Oh,
right near.
really, Robin?
Huh?
Were you there when the towers half fell?
Yes.
Oh wow,
I knew
wow.
people in the towers. I live near it. I
See,
had,
that's why I won't do it. Yeah, go ahead.
but it's okay to talk about it. I mean, I actually had the ashes and everything in my backyard from the papers burning.
Oh my
So
God.
it kind of gets me upset when people say, "Oh, it's a big conspiracy. It didn't happen." Oh yeah, it happened. If you
Oh, it
witnessed it,
happened. No, it did happen.
yeah, it did happen. I mean, a lot
Yeah.
of people died, and
And the flights originated out of Maine.
yeah,
That's right.
They
It did.
originated out of Maine, and then they went through
Mhm.
I believe they went through Logan, and then they went to New York and Pennsylvania.
mm-hmm. Yeah, my girlfriend was supposed to be on that one plane, and she had a problem getting to the plane, and her father knew she was getting on the plane, that number, and she missed the flight. Her father was so upset. We were all upset because we thought she was on that plane number, and she missed the flight. If she had gotten on, she would have been into towers. Talk about faith.
I am
Yep,
so
yep.
glad.
That's yeah.
No,
Robin. So Karen Reed is being framed, and that defense is going to knock it out of the park, and All the Alberts are gonna go down, and Kanoni too. She's going down too.
You think so?
I think so. Yes, yes, I really believe so. Kanoni, because her brother is a lawyer, and he defended, was it Chris Albert for a drunk driving charge or something?
Yeah.
It goes all the way back. If you follow, there's this guy JFK. He's been talking about it, and I've been following it really closely. And
Oh,
I feel
cool.
like, John O'Keefe had something on the Alberts, and there was something going on, and it was also Higgins. Higgins wanted Karen Reed for himself,
Yeah.
and it's like there's a lot going on, and I think what's Yannetti and what's the other guy? Yannetti, and who's the other lawyer?
Alan Jackson.
Yes, they're uncovering some stuff now. Proctor, he's out. He's out. And then I feel like
See, Kevin Albert got suspended.
yeah. And the I think Kent PD is gonna take a hit. The council was meeting, and I think who's on the council? Is it Chris?
Chris Albert. Yep.
Yep. And then Jen McCabe, if you listen and read, and they're getting all the messages and the texts and everything, they're all in it, the whole thing.
I watched
Even-
all 9
even-
weeks of it.
Yes, even the nephew.
Yeah.
What's his name? Colin. The nephew Colin.
Yeah.
He's in it too.
Oh,
Well, I
wow.
think I think it's a little bit what the defense is saying about them going in the house and all that.
Yeah.
I think that's a little bit harder to believe that. I think it was more of Brian Albert and Brian Higgins had something to do with John. And
Yes,
Higgins,
they did it at the what was it at the waterfall?
yeah.
It was at the waterfall. Yep. Something
And
went down at the waterfall because they whispered something in the air. But a lot of it has to do with the fact that I think that Higgins
Wanted her.
wanted her. It's like high school stuff that's going on. And it's just like they can't let it go. And it got all stirred up and blown out of proportion. And she's got Yannetti and the other one. And I think some heads are gonna fall. Kanoni's gonna go down. I don't know. I'm hoping and praying they pull her out and put somebody else in. Because she's dirty, because she's in with the Alberts. I hope you know that.
Yeah, I think a lot of
Because
people.
she used to be a prosecutor.
Yeah, do you see where she was wasn't she a DA? I mean,
She was a DA. And she was down in the trenches and everything. So she's just used to putting people away and being with, putting people away and
I
everything
mean, I
like
thought
that.
she was a public defender.
Yeah. She was. And she's but there's if you listen to different people and different things that's being exposed, and then the brother Paul, he's caught up with the Alberts. I'm like, what are you doing?
Well, I really believe because his brother was a police officer, and it's really hard because I have, you have family in police.
Yes,
so
I do. Yes, I do.
And when you have family in a police office, it's hard for you to believe something like this. And then you're thinking, well, Karen was fooling around on my brother. So I think that these people have brainwashed him that, he just wants justice. And I think he thinks, well, she must have done it. Because I don't think he can believe the fact that this was all cover up. I think Higgins, where you see he's giving him the finger and he wants to bite him in the bar.
Yeah.
With John, did you see that video?
Did I see what now?
The video where Higgins went to give him the finger and went and showed him his hand like he wanted to beat him. Did you see that video?
Yeah.
Okay, so I think.
John O'Keefe had all kinds of cameras in his house and everything, and I guess him and KR had words because he saw certain things. Well, according to her, she said that he didn't see it, but I think he had more knowledge of it than what she realizes. And I think, they had words or whatever.
I think she's trying to get him jealous.
Yes, exactly. And now there's reports saying that she went out to eat with one of her on the defense team.
yeah, well, she did go out with, she does go out to eat with them, and that's normal. But that whole thing that they made it look like Alan Jackson had his hands all over, that was photoshopped.
Yeah, and I'm just saying she has a good defense team, Yannetti and Jackson, you
Oh,
know?
yeah.
And I'm just like, but, and if I was her, I would go after the Stadies because I
Yeah,
mean,
no, Hobby, I know.
sorry, sorry. I haven't
There you
seen
go.
Robin in a while, and we talked about this briefly before. And now, sorry guys.
We got you all like, we're all talking about the Carrie case. I'm sorry. I don't know if anybody in chat's been following it, but it's one of these cases that you can't help but get passionate about it
Oh
because
my
of what's
gosh, it
happening
is, it is, and it's just like she's being framed, and
for
there's a
murder.
lot, there's a lot going on, and they're trying to like gaslight her in certain things that she said, and I'm like she's like, I hit him, but she wasn't saying it like I did it deliberately, and now they're trying to like gaslight her and say that, oh, you said this. But sometimes you say things, but it's not like it's an admission of guilt. Things just, and like the heat of the moment, certain things come out, or you're in a certain state, like, frazzled or whatever.
Yeah, I think
But
what Jen McCabe at the scene was saying to her, you must have hit him. And I
yeah,
think to Karen, and she was probably saying to Jen McCabe, I hit him. Like, in other words, you're accusing me
yeah,
of hitting
because
him.
they have her saying one of the YouTubers has like the way he talks. His name is JFK, and he was talking about he's from Boston, and
Oh,
he
he's
was
the
saying
rapper?
that, huh?
Is that the rapper?
Yeah.
I watch him too.
Yeah, he's so good. He's
Yeah, he is
so good. And but sorry guys, I'm just wicked passionate about this.
wicked passionate. I love it.
Yeah.
It's a really good case to follow. But when I talked to you about it over a month ago, when the case was just going on, you were like, "Oh, all the state
Going
police."
in timeout. You are literally going in timeout.
Susan, I'm sorry, we're taking over your panel with Carrie case, but Susan, you look into that case.
I will look into it. I have not looked into it. To be
It's a
quite
it's a
honest.
it's a police cover up scheme to frame the wife of her boyfriend was a police officer and he got murdered. Okay, and they're framing her. The owners of the house were police officers. Okay, and they were going to an after party at the other police officer's house. Well, he wound up dead on their front lawn. So the whole story is she's saying she dropped him off. She wanted to go home. He wanted to go in. She waited for him. She saw him go to the door. Okay. And he never wrote her back. So she said, I'm going home. They're saying the people and the owner of the home say he never came in. And there was people, a party there. So they're saying the defense is that she hit him with her car because she was drunk and killed him. But what the defense is saying is that she dropped him off. He went in the house. They beat him up and put him out in the yard later on in the evening to die. So there's two sides to the story. It was a 9-week trial. It ended in a mistrial. They're going to retry her again, but we don't know whether they're going to get her retried or not. They said they want to take her back to court. The FBI is involved in it. The Attorney General is involved in it. It is it's like a conspiracy theory. It's really interesting, Susan. Look into it. Maybe you want to cover it.
Yeah, I'll take a look into that. I mean, like I said,
I've seen people get 10,000 people, subscribers come in to listen.
I looked into 9/11 stuff. I just felt that wouldn't be probably something would be clever for me to do because
It's
the
old
fact
news.
that I'm not American and I don't live in the USA, and even
It's
though I
all
went down
old.
the rabbit hole and I looked at every single damn thing.
Yeah, but it's so old to talk about that now. You want to bring that up again,
Not really. I don't, to be quite honest. It's just something I was interested in. at the time when I was offline, to be honest, Robin. I thought to myself, no, I'm not going to even go there. Some people ask me to do Elvis. I can do Elvis. He's an American icon.
I know
Um,
Elvis, yes. Well, I don't
yeah,
know him,
well,
but
I wish I was alive when he was because, trust me, I was born in 1980. So, he died in 1977. So, no, I wasn't born even then. But, it's very interesting to look into these people.
mm,
They can't read, case. That's something I will have a look at. Definitely, because it's just another thing I will do. When I'm offline, you guys. You'd be surprised how much I look into things. I go crazy looking into different
mm,
things, and I decipher what I'm gonna take to YouTube and what I'm not. And 9/11 was certainly not a thing I would bring to YouTube because number one, I could say my piece, but at the end of the day, I wasn't there. I am not American, so just felt that wasn't right for me. So I just left it. I mean, I wanted to look into it. I wanted to learn about it. Um, Nowadays you can even get the calls what was going on with the Twin Towers, and you can hear all that stuff going on, and it's just it's crazy. It really is. Robin, can you hold the fort for 1 minute whilst I just go to the ladies' room?
sure, I'm going to talk to everybody down here.
All right, thank you, Robin. I
Sierra
appreciate
is doing
that.
something right now.
Yeah, she's muted right now. I think she's sorting out her daughter or something. 1 minute.
Well, let me say hello to everybody down here. Hi, new hobby. Betty, boop, 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 boop. Hello, I don't know who whom is. Who else is down here? Did I chase everybody away with me talking up here? Roxy, hi, Roxy. Rocco, hello, Rocco. These lovely ladies been with you for a long time. Eliza, hi, Eliza. Good show at JBT's last night. I didn't get to watch it all. Oh man, what happened? Well, so much for handling. I think I no. I think I thought I kicked myself off. Did I? No. Am I still up here? I'm looking at comments. I think I kicked myself off. It was a good show at JBT's. Something I can't look at the comments for some reason. When I do, I don't know. So how's everybody doing in chat? I can't look at the comments. Wait for Susan to come back. And Sierra. Has anybody else followed Cameron Reed case? I wish I could see the chat. I miss you too, Betty Boop. Ah, that's cute, new hobby. I'm an old wise owl, huh? Yes, I miss her singing too. A lot of us miss Vintage. I hope she's doing well. We used to all have great times. Oh my God, we have so much fun. The tavern people are tavern strong. We always uplift each other. Everybody was happy. No negativity. Just have fun and try to talk about everyday topics. We had a good time in the tavern. Everybody was good to each other, kind to each other, uplifting to each other. That's what I like, and I'd like to see Susan get there too. It'd be great. But I'm not around that often either. But, to
Robin, I
go
do
on.
think the tavern are probably going live tonight. Osio
Oh,
dropped down no device. No device connected, so I'm gonna have to boot her. Um
am I still up here, Susan?
no, you're still there. She dropped. So
I didn't mean to come up and
if
take
you're
over your whole
watching,
panel.
oh, no, you're good. People, I am very sad. Probably kicked me from Buckeye and Rivers.
I don't care what you're doing over there, Susan. Who cares?
I'm just reading out the comments there on what's thrown in front of me.
Yeah,
You
but
know
you don't
what?
want to get dragged back over there, Susan. That's the only problem. It's sort of like you talk about them, they talk
Taverns
about
going
you. It
live
goes
in
back.
3 hours. Guys, the tavern's going live in 3 hours, so I won't be
The
on for 3
tavern's
hours.
going live?
obviously. Yeah, the tavern's going live in 3 hours, so that's what Canadian Girl's telling me. I
Awesome.
That is awesome. People love the tavern, they really do. Um, and of course y'all have tavern, you have me, and you have Shorty when she does go live, and then you know there's so many channels you can go to, guys. There really is.
Yeah.
And it's all got to do with who you think. I never come on when the tavern comes on, to be honest, because that's 3 hours from me, so that's gonna be really late. But what I will do is go in and show my support, show my love, and I will listen in. Simple as.
Mm.
I have Robin up here with me now. She's an amazing woman.
Thank you.
Do a
No, I'm
lot.
not.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are.
I got my faults too, sweetheart. Don't we all?
Well, don't we all? We're not. No one's perfect. Like I said, to Jamie, there is not one person I'm going to meet in this world who is completely perfect. Because there's no one perfect in this world, and they're not. I wish people would stop putting out false narratives on me and this bullshit. I mean, I'm so over it. I really am. I mean,
Like I
there's
said,
only so
Susan,
many times you can show your Army ID card when it says the Irish Defence Force.
does it matter, Susan?
You know.
Who does it matter to, you
Don't
or
forget
anybody else?
to shout out to me. I go live on. Oh, well, okay. Sorry. Big shout out to my beautiful magpie. My God.
Magpie's going live?
She goes live every now and again as well. So a big shout out to Magpie.
We
Magpie,
love
feel
our
free to
magpies.
drop your link, honey. In case people have not subbed up to you, drop your link.
That's what it's about, supporting each other, not anything else.
Right. I mean, we had such Robin, you remember back in the day, we had such an amazing support group. It was really fantastic. It was really good. Especially when things were hard for other people. People didn't really know that, because when you come on YouTube, you always try to put on a kind of like a front, like, yeah, you're okay, but sometimes you're really not. But
Well, I leave that kind of stuff for offline, and if I'm not all right, I got to talk to a professional, not on YouTube.
the Mike Red situation. Well, we
Oh.
all know about Mike Red. Okay, let me talk about Mike Red for a minute. Yeah.
Oh boy.
Here we go. Mike Red is not Heidi's husband's fucking name. Come on.
No,
Come on, people. It's
yeah.
not her husband's name. It's different. It's Mike something, and I can't even remember because the damn name is so damn long. So,
Well,
And
Susan, I don't
even if
like.
I knew it off by heart, I wouldn't say it anyways.
Susan, one good thing about the tavern is people didn't talk about other people. You know what I
Right.
mean? We talk about each other, what we're doing, and lift each other up. Because when you talk about others, then they talk about you. I remember what I said, like my kids said, I think the kids said, I don't know if I can say this on YouTube. They call me a whore, okay? Your mother's a whore. You know how kids are.
Oh my
And
God.
that's what I said. Am I that? And they said, no. So do you think I'm that? I mean, do you think I think I'm that? And they said, no. I said, I don't. And you shouldn't either, because I'm not. So why
Right.
let it bother you?
No, I'm just reading out what they're saying in the chat, which is
Oh.
funny, Robin. To be honest, I mean, you gotta have a little bit of laughter. We can't always be serious all the time. You know what I mean? The whole
That's
Mike
true.
Red thing. Mike Red does not exist.
Well, no, he has an awful long name.
Yeah, I mean,
Did you say? I don't
I
know
don't
who is.
even remember the damn name. The name is so damn long. You know what I mean?
Do you know who Hum is? I can't say the name. Who is Humm?
I don't know. I don't know who that is.
They say they don't go to tavern. They can't go to tavern. Is that what you said?
No, I didn't say that. I mean, are they
No,
saying
I'm
it?
reading what they wrote.
Oh, okay.
I think they said they can't. The Tavern do not like her. Don't like me. I wish I didn't do shit to them. I don't know whom is.
What the fuck? Radical Roxy, I am truthfully broken. What?
I don't know. Roxy, are you going on your
Block troll. That's a troll, obviously. Block him.
who?
The young person. I don't know. I don't know who they are.
Well, if they're not saying anything bad, I don't know who they are.
Mm, pretending to be Heidi. Okay. It's not Heidi though.
I
No,
don't know.
okay.
And I mean, you're
Alright.
gonna get new people in here, and as long as they're being
That's
respectful,
it. I mean, I can't block everybody.
as long as they're being respectful, I mean, what are you gonna do?
Well, my mother said no, Susan is good, so
You know. Well, then that's it.
I'll trust on their intuition and their ways of
I don't see
thinking.
a lies anymore. Roxy, are you doing your channel anymore? I haven't seen you on your channel.
Betty Boo was listening wants to change her name to Radical because we were in here the other night and my god, Robin, it was so funny. So many people changed their name to Radical Roxy, Radical whatever, Radical Jenna,
I
Radical
see
this,
that.
oh my god, it was so funny. Yeah, I know Roxy ones. I know, honey. I know.
Roxy, are you doing your own channel now? Nothing? Oh, you're not doing nothing right now. Well, I miss you. You were doing so good, and all of a sudden you left. I don't know what happened to you.
Yeah, she was. She was doing fantastic.
I
You
loved when
know,
you were doing your channel.
yeah, Roxy's she's amazing.
Right. See, one
No,
thing.
everyone, until we do not just kidding. Oh my god. Well, we like everyone until we do not. We'll say hello to the people who come in the chat. We'll say hello to the watch party bitches, and we will also say hello to the lurkers. And for those who are too shy to say hello, hello. You know what? I can't even do it as good as Purple. I really can't.
Well, you know what? Like I said, Susan, if you don't want her to talk about you, don't talk about her.
But yeah, she's gonna bitch about me anyways.
Yeah, but that's the only way to stop it, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, she's
I
gonna.
used to tell Tony the same thing, but she want to keep going. I mean, I can't tell her what to do, but don't
No,
complain. Don't
Robin,
complain.
believe me, I won't go in there for no love, no money. I won't go in there for no one.
But I'm just saying, if you like, it's kind of like tit for tat is what people do. And if you don't talk about them and they still talk about you, who looks like the stupid one, you or them? Huh? Susan?
Very true. Very true.
All right. So you like the better person if you don't, right?
Yeah, maybe I need to shut my pie hole.
Think about that, though.
Yeah.
I guess the Tavern's going live because what happened to Heidi? They're going live at 8 o'clock tonight. It's 8
Well, that's
o'clock. Did you say?
awesome. I'm so glad, yeah.
Yeah. Did you say that Tavern was going live too?
Well, that's what they're saying in the chat, yeah. That's what
Oh,
they're
it
saying.
says the IF dare you. Goat lady from Pettyville is Pennywise. That's what she's got on her title for tonight. The Tavern.
Oh, vintage.
Yeah, I'm reading what the title is for tonight. And it also says it is possible. That's what's on her thing for tonight. I gotta put my reminder on so I don't forget.
What she got put down there?
Huh?
What she got put down there again?
It said something about, wait a minute, I'm trying to go to the thing. It is possible. That's the name of the title. It is possible. Live in 3 hours. 3 hours from now. Oh, I gotta use the bathroom. My turn now, Susan. I'm gonna hop down. I don't know. Eliza is left and all. Like did I chase everybody off?
No. Hey, little Texas tornado, how you doing, sweetie?
Oh, good to see you, little Texas tornado. Are you all right with the storms that have been hitting in Texas? Texas had hurricanes, Susan.
Yeah, I heard about that. They had a major tornado, I do believe.
It was a hurricane.
Oh, sorry, a hurricane. Yeah.
Like it hit Jamaica first. That's what I mean. If we talk about what's going on in current events, the news and stuff like that, that's
Yeah.
good. Like I didn't want to get Jamie upset because I thought you had a good ending when you two talked. So I didn't. You don't have any problem with him, so I didn't want to cause any
No,
problem.
I don't. I don't have a problem with him. He knows that, and he didn't like Jen up here, and and
didn't
he
like
written
what
in
he
the chat
said.
why
Yeah, no.
he didn't like it, and I didn't know that either, to be honest.
Well,
But
I
I
thought it
think,
was. I didn't think it was very nice to say that to her, but he
no.
left after he said it. So that's what he did. So that's that. But people were commenting.
I wish he would have talked it out a little bit because Jenna may have supported people in the past. It's like me, right? I don't mean
Exactly.
to say I don't do it now. That's just
Well,
the way
that's
it
what I said. That's why I brought that up. But I got to go to the bathroom. I'm
All
gonna
right,
hop down, Susan.
all right, sweetie.
I don't know if I'm coming back or not, but I might.
Go to the bathroom for you yourself.
Yeah, when you get older, it's even
Mm-hmm.
faster. All
Yes, I
right,
do.
everybody.
Yes, I do.
I might come
All
back
right,
up and
sweetheart.
chat.
Yeah, of course. You can come back up if you want again.
I might come and chat. Tell Sierra I said I'll talk to her a little bit. Was she coming back
All
up? I
right,
might
yeah,
come.
she was well into that. She was well into the case.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
we want to tell you about it because I really think it's good. Ask the chat. Has anybody? Well, you know what? If you go over and talk to people, you'll get everybody back. If something happened wrong, maybe you talk to people and things will be better. Hi, Canadian girl. But what was I gonna say, Susan? Oh, son of a gun! I can't think of it. All right, I'm gonna drop down before I
Drop
do
down, go
something.
to
All
the
right,
bathroom, Mom.
all right. Talk
Come
to you
back in
soon.
chat.
All
Yeah,
right,
yeah. All right, sweetheart. Thank
all
you
right.
for
Bye
coming
bye.
up. Thank you. Appreciate you.
No problem. Why didn't I drop it?
There we go. She dropped down. I didn't know Jamie had a problem with Jenna. That's just weird. But yeah, what can we say about it? Not much. It is what it is. Like I said, people, what it might have been like 2, 3, 4, 5 year, 4 year back, 3 year back, they're not the same people now. They've grown, they've matured, they've come on and stuff like that, and it's just ridiculous. And yeah, I did try and match you up because I don't want him in my goddamn chat. Simple as. Thank you, Betty Boo. Yeah, I had a bit of a difficult day, but I'm doing all right, honey. Hanging in there like I normally do. I wouldn't have came on here if I thought I was, anyway. And it's very difficult. He got a Cash App, a super, not no. Hold on, let me get this right. He got a PayPal when he came on my channel. Imagine that. I wish someone would send me a PayPal, but doesn't happen. But it doesn't matter. I don't care. What do I care? It's all right. Doesn't matter. But it was shocking how fast he got a PayPal. Was to try and torment me more, you know. And it doesn't really torment me at all. Actually, it does the opposite effect because at the end of the day, I know I know what the mistakes I made. I know I know what I've done wrong, and people have accepted me for who I am. They know that I made mistakes. I said wrong things. Yes, I did. 100%. I own that. That's not Heidi. Um, I'm worried about that channel, Canadian girl. I don't believe it's hiding either. If anyone can check that one out, that'd be fantastic. I admire. I was needed him. He withheld his intentions. I dislike him. I'm sorry. It was selfish of me to make trouble for you, Susan. I am sorry. You don't need to say sorry to me. It's all right. Don't worry about it. There's no one making anything wrong for me at all. The minute he gave me my panel, he was given a cash app straight away. I mean, PayPal. Imagine that. But what can I say? It doesn't matter to me. At the end of the day, I just wanted him to see the Irish Defence Forces ID card because I am so fucking sick of hearing about it. I genuinely am. The channel, who the fuck are you? I want to know who you are. Oh my gosh, you're right. Okay, I'll test you again when Elise to anyways go on panel with you all the time. Oh, there you go. Channel. Betty Boo's willing to go on panel with you, but you won't, will you now? I blocked Matthew because I don't want him in my channel. I don't. I saw what he did. He pulled off the other day. I don't need to see anymore. I've seen it by myself only. No. I seen what a certain person said. They can't keep their nose out of personal situations. So yeah. Am I gonna come on here and spout my mouth off about these fucking idiots? No, I'm not. Not bothered. See, the point of the matter is you don't bother me. You can try and take away what I've done, but I'll ask you one question. What have you done? Let me guess. Nothing. Get the fuck out of my. I'm blocking. Get out of my chat. You know what? I don't even know you, so get the fuck up. Fuck off. It's not a moron gun. Sorry guys, but I ain't putting up with that. And if people are wondering why I'm doing that, I'll tell you the reason why I'm doing that. Because number one, I don't know them, and they're trying to play with my emotions. No, Betty Boo, they're playing with me because I was upset because today is my daughter's birthday. It's her 24th birthday, more or less. And I've been quite upset. I've been upset all day. And I wasn't even going to come on YouTube until I dried up my tears. I wasn't going to come on. So why are they doing that? Oh, well, they can make fun. I mean, look. Oh, thank you, little Texas Tornado. I appreciate that, sweetie. Yes, my daughter's birthday today. She's 24 years of age. Mm. And she's a bachelor's degree and all that, so she's a good girl. I miss her terrible. She does not live with me. Obviously not. She's 24 years of age. She can do what she wants. Um, so it's been a bit of a rough day. I will say that. You know, and if someone comes on and says, "Oh, and why is her daughter not living with her?" Because she's 20 fucking 4. She went to college. She did her bachelor's degree. Yeah, all that shit, right? So don't even play me with that one. And I have no legal hold over a 24-year-old. Let me tell you that right now. I don't. Yeah, it's her birthday today. She is 24 years of age. I had her when I was pregnant 20. No, pregnant 19, 20 having her, which is very young, which I realize now, mind you. So yeah, I mean, she was born in the year 2000, and yeah, she's 24 years of age, and today is her birthday. And I'll tell you her timestamp when she was even brought into the world. She was brought into the world by cesarean section, 11:05, 11:05 in the morning, actually, daytime, 11:05, kind of, you know. So yeah, so it's been a bit of an emotional day for me, to be quite honest. Yeah. I had her when I was really, really, really young. Um, I don't regret any of it at all. I have a beautiful bachelor's degree daughter at the end of it. I don't regret anything. I know she's probably off out having her party and and all that kind of stuff. But I kind of got a bit into myself today, and I kind of got a bit, upset and this and that, and as moms would be. Don't ask me to have a heart because I'm the most biggest heart you can possibly imagine. Seriously, I mean that's my firstborn child. At the end of the day, I had her when I was really really young. Um, she was actually I'll tell you some things about her. She was actually a really good child. She bottle fed it. She learned how to hold the bottle at a really young age. She was a very clever child, believe me. And I never forget this, and this is a funny fucking thing, let me tell you. Um, she used to say to me, "Mom, when I'm such and such an age, you're going to be this age." And I'd say, "Mel, don't tell me that." you know. But that's just a funny side, that there's so many funny things I could tell you. There was another time when me and her aunt were down in my 3-bedroom house, living in Ireland, just around the corner from my dad's. Had my own 3-bedroom house, right? And Melanie comes in blowing all these balloons. We didn't think anything of it at all. Let me tell you this is fucking funny. I nearly broke my back doing that one alone, let me tell you. So me and her aunt is in there cooking, fried bacon, fried this, eggs, you name it. We were doing all the things. We were starving. Okay. And Mel was doing these balloons, and of course I had all these laminated floors down at the time, and thought nothing of it. I was bringing out 2 plates in my hand. I promise you this. And I bounced off the ground so fucking hard. And now these were concrete grounds. These were not like the wooden grounds, not the wooden. I don't know. They were not that. It's okay. And I said to her aunt, I said, I think my hand is opened. Um, I feel the blood running down my hand, and it actually wasn't that at all. It was the eggs. And I said to Melanie, Melanie, run, run. So she went up and hid in her bedroom for a little bit, and I said, "Run, miss. I'm angry. Just run," because I didn't want to do anything. Look, I love kids. I didn't want to do anything. No. Did she get a spanking? No, she did not. And back in them days, the spanking was allowed. It was allowed, and no, I didn't do it. No, I just told her hide. I said hide, and she seen me sprawled out on the ground with these two. The plates actually hit the ground so hard they actually broke in my hands. So I thought my hands were opened. But anyway, they weren't. It was the eggs actually. They're running of the eggs. So yeah. I can tell you so many fucking things about. My God, that sounds. And then at the end of the day, when I look back at it now, it's fun and it is really funny. And at the time, it probably wasn't when I bounced off the ground and stuff like that. But it's funny now. It is. They're just a little bit of the memories I have with her. Then we have this fantastic young child, fantastic little boy, Ali. I love Ali's. Oh my God. He's my knight in shining armor. Manly's my firstborn, but Ali's my second, and he's my boy. But I'm not going to talk about what happened in between, things like that, because I don't really want to bring it to YouTube. Um, I was really never my first little boy. I did have a little boy before that, but we're not going to talk about that. Moving on, we had Ali, 10 years. I don't know what 10 years. I don't know. I don't know, a century later or something like that. you know, because all the time I was doing the military, right? For the person who went to the military, okay? Okay. Believe in what you want to believe, but it's okay. But many is if we look at the picture right now, and even though I've gained a little bit weight, I've gained some weight since that picture has been taken. Many is a spitting image of that picture there right now. Wasted Ali is totally mixed race child. But Mani is more the spitting image of that picture. But strangely enough, both of them came out with chocolate brown hair, just like me and just like some other members of my family. And like I said, I don't really speak about family on here, so I'm not going to do it. You know. But today is her 24th birthday. Wasn't going to come on here. I don't know where to go when you're not feeling quite good in yourself. I don't know how to adjust that or even handle that. But yeah, I miss her. I do. I haven't seen her in a bit. I haven't seen her in a while. But she's 24 today. And happy birthday to her. She was born on the year 2020. I do recall this cesarean section as what was it? Think He was born at 1605, I think 1605, and Eddie was born at 1705. So totally different, a year apart, but a century apart at the same time. Because she's 24 and he's only what, 11, 12, 11. So no, I wasn't gonna come on YouTube today. I was really upset, and I thought, if I don't reach out to my own community, who can I reach out to? You know, that kind of way. It is, yeah, I miss her. You gotta go to Jamie Susan, you will feel worse. Are you serious? Really? Really, Roxy? Is he doing a live stream of me right now? Is he doing a live stream of me right now? Please, someone tell me. Unbelievable, isn't it? No, he is not. Not that I know of. I know of. I know of, anyways. So he's not doing a stream on me right now. Oh, it's on your Georgette. Hold on. On Friday, I will be having my 55th year. Oh, bless you, hon. Happy birthday to you, sweetheart. I don't even know his channel's link. I was just saying don't go there. Sorry for the confusion. Oh, it's okay. It's alright. Don't worry about it. Yeah, happy 5th birthday to you, Georgia, honey. But that's one of the funny times I had with Mel back then. um, yeah. There's lots more, but you know, she was a really good child. I'll tell you that. Oh, you're welcome, sweetheart. You're very, very welcome. The Melanie was a really good child. Let me tell you that. She was never a bother in the world. Whereas Ali was a little bit of a crybaby, you know, that kind of way. He was like, if you got one tooth, he let you know about it. Whereas Melanie, if she got two, you probably wouldn't have known about it. It was just in her mouth, you know, that kind of way. I mean, two different kids, two different eras, you know, that kind of way. That's the way that kind of is. But it is our 24th birthday today. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna get off here because the tavern's gonna go live in a couple of hours' time, I do believe. I've been kind of through a bit of a kind of rough day. Yeah, happy early birthday to George. Yes, yeah, 100%. 50. Let us know when it is your birthday because we do have a birthday tune for you, hon. Right. Minnie was one of them. I mean, Minnie would not. I mean, she'd have 2 teeth 1 minute, and then she'd have four, and then she was not one of those. But I mean, Ali was a total crybaby. He used to have me awake all night with him. I mean, he was not good. He was not good. But Mendy was, she was totally different. You know, you'd look in her mouth and I'd be like, oh my God, there's like 6 teeth there already, you know? And you wouldn't know it. You genuinely would not know it. But with Ali was different. Ali was always different. He was a Windsor, we'll call it Windsor. Or he let you know. Right, I've been on long enough, guys. I'm going to get off and I'm going to try to relax for the rest of the boring day I have in store for me. Today's been a tough day. Love you, Susan. Great live. And if you need to come back live, we will be happy. Oh, thank you, honey. I appreciate that. I was away from my dad for 30 years, and I have been away from my daughter on her birthday. Remembrance are fun times. Yeah, they are. They are fun. I've only shared only a little snippet of what went on with Melanie. You know, it's been difficult. But anyway, I'm gonna get off here and I'm gonna let you go and let you get into the tavern and do all that good stuff and you know all that and thank you, Roxy. I appreciate that, sweetheart. I really do, and I hope the tavern goes really well. I'm pretty sure it will. You know, life is what it is, and what life is what it is. But you can always change that, and I do believe on changing that. It's just my mindset. It's the way I feel. Life is hard, and no one can change it but myself. But good night. God bless. Take care, everybody. We're late here in the UK. Good night, everybody. Take care. God bless.